Ah, what a pain in my ass. All right. Is it going? It's going. Wow. All right. Where's the other chat? Oops.
Oh, hey. Shadow restart notification. Oh, hey, we're live. Hey. We love some good technology.
I'm guessing it's a new link.
Yeah. What a pain. All right. I'm gonna leave that one up just in case people start going to it because you can't change the type of live stream after it's been created. Right? It does not allow you to. That is dumb. It's grayed out. That is so stupid.
I'm posting this in the chat. That's make my life a little easier for sharing it.
All right, so pin that there. All right. You can close this one out. Forget about this. Go back here. I need to share a link. All right, so pin that there. All right. You can close this one out. Okay, so that should work. Forget. All right. All right. Let's see. Live streaming. We don't need this. Leave that up for the time being. I'll take this. And we can click on this so I can see the room. And I can see everything going on. Okay. And Streamlabs is open. All right. All right, chat. Let me know if everything is good. It's been a while, so Streamlabs had to update their Streamlabs settings, and YouTube updated their settings for live streaming. So it just didn't mesh too well. Apologies for the late start. Let me make sure. You'll probably hear an echo in 2.5 seconds. Chat, let me know if everything is good. It's been a while, so Streamlabs had to update their Streamlabs settings, and YouTube updated their settings for live stream. Okay, I think my voice is good, and you guys' voice should be captured as well.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Mic check from
let me
one
make
mic
sure.
to
You'll
another
probably
mic.
hear an echo in 2. All right, so there is a delay, which is, I guess, fine. It's normal latency. Why is there normal latency? Do I pay good money for internet to have normal latency? Fucking A, man. And you can't change it when the stream is live. I hate life. But you couldn't change it when it was in. But I think we'll be okay. I think we will be okay. All right, chat. Let me know again if audio is good. Had to change around some settings. The layout might look a little bit weird because I had to redo everything from scratch. I think it came out okay. Now it's telling me it's poor. I don't pay good money for poor stream health. Let me see. All right, let me just put some gameplay up here first so I can see some shit. Making sure everything is good there. All right. Let me see. Okay. I think everything is going out good, guys. We have the stream going. I don't like how it says poor for my stream health. That doesn't bode well for me. I don't like that. Is anything showing up? Okay, yeah, it's showing up. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Man, that is some freaking delay.
How much delay?
Yeah, it's like a 7, maybe
Like a
10
Square Enix
second,
game.
10-second delay. Do we hate on Square? You can hate on Square Enix. Who am I kidding? All right.
Hold on, is this Rebirth? I say this every time I see Shadow's freaking gameplay, bro. I see the okay, Tifa.
What you mean, sir? I don't know what you're talking
Never
about.
mind, never mind. I was like,
those
oh,
proportions
Cloud
are
got
crazy.
Bro,
Cloud
what
got
do
the
you-
Advent Children outfit. I'm like, that's cool. How'd you get that? And then I saw Tifa and Aerith. All right, never mind. I know everything I need to know.
Bro, what are you talking about? This is how the game appears. What are you talking about?
This is not how my game looked.
I don't know what copy of the game you got, but this is what I got. And that's crazy how it looks different for you.
But this
There's
just
cool
goes to
weapon mods
show
for
they
this
should
game.
absolutely be adding the freaking Advent Children mod to every Final Fantasy anything.
Anytime Cloud is up, I don't know why they don't put the Advent Children
And
outfit.
Smash got it right. That was one of the first outfits he got in Smash.
I mean,
They
he's
did
not
the Advent
supposed to
Children
have
outfit.
that at this point in the story, so I don't see.
Hey,
why
look, don't worry about that. Your wallet can make anything happen.
Exactly. Thank you. We don't have
Somebody's
to.
gonna make anything happen.
Let me see. All right, guys. Welcome all to HPMP, the JRPG podcast, episode 119. We are out here finally. It's been some time since the last podcast. I apologize for that, but I will tell you right now, we will be having some sort of streaming on the channel from now until the end of the year. So it will either be the podcast going on, or you will see me live streaming some game or whatever have you. If we don't have a podcast, I'll be live streaming. So we'll be seeing that on the weekends, probably on either Sunday if we don't have the podcast, or Saturday if I have time. But you will not go a long time without seeing me in some way, shape, or form. So again, apologies for the long wait, but we do have a lot to talk about right now. Today we got some news about some stuff that really needs to be talked about. All right, chat. Welcome all. Welcome chat. Welcome Nightwolf. Welcome Prince Groove. Welcome Destiny. Sebastian, what up, man? What's going on? All right, let's get started with these intros. It's been a while, so Bao, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the HPMP podcast. Like Shadow said, it's been a while. Hope you've been doing well. Feel like we're a bit of a JRPG drought at the moment, but gaming in general is actually doing pretty good right now. So I hope you're all having a good time.
All righty, Blake.
It is that time. What's going on, guys? We are back with the milk. We didn't forget about you. We got some new, fresh JRPG topics here for you today. Shadow, is that your good mic? Is that your good podcasting mic? I'm just checking for the chat, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely my good podcasting mic. It better sound good because I pay good money.
You sound like you're in a very echoey room, but I don't know if that's
yeah, that would be it. I apologize for that, people. You definitely an echo.
See, chat. I know what's up. I know how to tell that boy to use his his good quality podcast mic. Not that he drilled that into us or anything, but
No, this is my good mic, but I'm in a different room, so yeah, there is definitely an echo. I got to get one of those wall panels that absorb sound. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I have some of those.
How much do those cost? Like $50 a pop?
No, they're very
Oh.
cheap. Well,
Thank-
it depends if you want cheap ones or not. If you're talking like heavy duty panels, not just like the foam, then
Yeah.
it'll be more expensive.
I'll probably just go with the cheap ones because I got a lot of space here and it's generating an echo. So sorry, Chad, if you hear that echo. Let's see. Riku, go ahead.
Riku's on one, the only one. Hello, one. Hello, all. How
Persona
has
6.
everyone been?
Persona 6.
I'm
Persona
doing good.
6. Get to
Over here
IT.
playing some
Smiley
video
face
games,
emoji.
like everybody should be doing. Yeah.
All right. And we got a super chat now, and super chats are voiced at this point. So it's nice to see that those happen right now. So, Blake, are you still reading super chats or you want me to take care of it? I'll take care of it.
Okay.
You can try it out. We can try it out and see how it goes. And if we don't like it, then Blake, you're back on duty.
All right.
I can always get back in the dojo when needed.
Yeah. Super chat from Shattered Glass. Thank you, my friend, for a $2 super chat. Persona 6. Get to it. Oh, man. This guy wants the Persona 6 news right now. But yeah, we'll definitely be talking about Persona 6 very soon, seeing the leaks are in fact true or if there's any validity to them, which seems to be strongly hinted that way. All right, guys. And we should have maybe someone else or two other people joining us. We don't know. Could happen. Not sure. They have their own type of time. They're not on Black people time. But one of them don't even play games. So I don't think that really even.
No names will be mentioned. But if you know, you know.
Yeah. We have another super chat from the good boy Cranberry.
Good to
do you want me to take over? Is that your signal?
You guys fill the void my father left.
Oh my God. Super chat from Cranberry, $20 super chat. Good to have y'all boys back. You guys fill the void my father left. My God. Thank you, Cranberry, for the $5 super chat, for the $20 super chat. I'm sorry. Appreciate you being here, and we are glad to fill that void. And the reason I paused there for a little bit, Blake, because there's a voice when the super chats happen. Now.
You have text to speech now.
Yeah. So I let it go, and then I'll say super chat, and I'll let it go, and then the super chat will actually play now. So we'll see what's up.
It's fine.
AI took your job. I'm sorry.
Insane.
Not sorry.
All right. So let's get this party started. Appreciate the super chat so far. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Dragon Quest. Let's just jump right into it. We know what's going on. We know what's up. Let's talk about this new Dragon Quest game. So in case you guys didn't know or were living under a rock, Dragon Quest XII was shown off some years ago, right when Dragon Quest III remake was announced, and that was, God, I don't even know, 2018, 19, something like that, and we got nothing on it for the longest time. I'm talking literally nothing on Dragon Quest XII, but then all of a sudden, the people at Square Enix decided it's time. It's time to reintroduce the public back to Dragon Quest. We need to show them that we got games on the docket on the horizon for the next couple of years, and Dragon Quest XII is going to be one of them. So they finally showcased us Dragon Quest XII, and we got some reactions, some mixed reactions about it, but I would say it was mostly positive. Has the panel seen the trailer, and anybody want to give their thoughts first?
I'll give my thoughts. So Dragon Quest XII, like you said, we didn't see it forever since it was announced. And so I am, for one, disappointed for the simple fact this is not the original game we were promised. But I'm still looking forward to it since it's Dragon Quest, is bound to be good to at least some degree. It looks pretty. But I personally wanted them to go that more dark path that was promised with the original version. So now we have a Dragon Quest that will never see the light of day, and we have this. So it is what it is. But yes, disappointed, that's the thing.
All right, okay. Riku, Blake?
I'll let Blake go.
So my Dragon Quest record's pretty spotty. I've basically only played 3 remake at this point. But I mean, it literally just looks like more of 11 to me. Like it just looks like pretty, I wouldn't say identical, but it looks like they just, I guess, scrapped whatever idea they had originally gone for, and now they're just going for kind of more like the 11 style. I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't think the character looks as bad as people are saying they are, but I did notice. I thought they were going to show gameplay in the trailer, but like the way he was moving for half of a second, I was like, "Is this an action game?" Just the way the camera was moving when he was running.
Yep.
But they didn't show any gameplay. So I mean, it's a mainline Dragon Quest. There's no way in hell that they're gonna change the formula now. Like I can't see a world in which they do that. But I'm looking I'm looking pretty forward to it. It looks pretty cool. I'll probably end up. They announced in the same. I guess that was right before the presentation. They announced that they're doing a Switch 2 edition of Dragon Quest XI. I still have yet to play Dragon Quest XI, so I have two, three. Sorry, I have 1, 2, 3 on Switch 2, and I'll probably add 11 and 7 to my Switch 2 collection as well. So Dragon Quest is a pretty cool series. And I think it's best on a handheld, so I'll probably end up playing it then.
All right. Okay. Riku.
Okay. Dragon Quest. Well, so everyone has seen the controversy when it comes to how the main character looks, and
You're very
I was a
low,
part of
Riku.
it. Am I?
Also,
Mic
I
check,
think
mic
Shadow, I think chat saying that the audio is a bit echoey. I just listened to it as well, and it sounds like there's doubles. I don't know if you have our audio in like two places in your streaming setup or what, but it just sounds like it's just a double.
BTW, y'all will miss my brothers.
Interesting.
Love you gesture emoji. Thumbs up emoji. Respect.
Let
And yes, Square
me
got cold feet with
see.
DQ12 original plan. Character looks cool.
You have
though.
to excuse
AOK
us,
hand emoji.
people. There is still some technical
Yeah, I
difficulties.
just listened to it as well, and it sounds like
We're-
we're
we're-
pre-patch right now. You got to wait for that day one update.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll wait until the okay to go ahead and
Yeah, looking back at this trailer, I really do wonder if they're going to do the metaphor Daybreak Beyond the Horizon style, where it's the hybrid action turn based.
It was that idea.
Just the way the camera moves when he's running around.
Do you guys hear the echo still or no? I know you guys hear my echo. I can even hear it now. Or is it just when I'm talking?
It doesn't sound. I'm listening to it now back. I don't think it is. I think it sounds fine now. Chat, do we sound good?
Yeah, Jack, give us a check. Or is it, or if it's just me?
yes, chat. Please let us know if everything's good to go.
I can't even have the other chat up. Okay, so I think I think the echo looks like it's gone. Looks like it sounds
Yes.
okay.
Chat is saying we sound good so far.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I will go ahead with what I was saying.
Before you start that, let me get to the super chat real quick. Super chat, $5 super chat from Shattered Glass. By the way, y'all were miss my brothers. Respect. And yes, Square got cold feet with Dragon Quest XII original plan. Characters looks cool though. Really? Well, we're gonna get into how the character looks, and it's sad that if Square Enix did catch cold feet and decide to pivot, but a lot of companies pivot nowadays. But thank you, Shattered Glass, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate it. Go ahead, Riku.
I'm trying to think when was the first example of this it happened. Maybe with Majin Buu. So basically, I'm trying to come to a conclusion where I'm going to give Square and the people who have told us that this character design that we are seeing is a design that Akira Toriyama created himself before he passed away. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt when it comes to that. When it comes to how the main character looks, we've seen how people's reception on it. They are not a big fan of how he looks. And I was also a part of those people. I did not like how he looks. And I found it funny that some people were making fan art and saying, "Oh, he looks good." And I think I saw Shadow said, "If you needed to make fan art, I don't know." And the way I see it is, uh, I recall back when I was watching Dragon Ball that there were certain designs within Dragon Ball that when I first saw the design for the first time, I wasn't a big fan of it initially. And over time, seeing it more, I either tolerated it, got used to it, or just ended up liking it eventually. Um, the biggest examples I can remember this happening with when it comes to Dragon Ball is Majin Buu. The first time I saw Majin Buu, I was like, who the fuck is this giant Kirby motherfucking, obviously he was beating everybody's ass. So you kind of have to respect the power. And you get used to Majin Buu, even though he is a giant Kirby. He's literally Kirby. And then I think the second time was when I saw Super Saiyan 3. I was like, oh my God, look at all that hair. He's fucking dope. Wait a second. Where the hell is his eyebrows? And then the third time, who was it? It may have been Janemba, his first form or whatever. Point is, Akira Toriyama I feel like Akira Toriyama has a track record of making designs where people aren't that big of a fan of it when they first see it. And then over time, people will just end up liking it anyway. I feel like this is probably, not even probably, this will probably be the last one of his designs that this will ever be the case with. I'm starting to see, like the guy said in the super chat, he's liking it now. And I think over time, more people are going to come around to it. When they see the character doing cool things in the game, they will like him more as well. And apparently, I remember I heard that some people said they didn't like how the Dragon Quest XI guy looked when he first was shown off.
I don't
Luminary?
remember that. Yeah, I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
That
Okay,
was
well,
a thing. He's kind of just
Yeah.
plain.
does look like a brown hair Trunks. Yeah, I wasn't there for that, but apparently that was a thing. It is obviously not as big as this one, but yeah. The whole them scrapping whatever darker tone they had for what they're going with now. I'm seeing some people saying Dragon Quest always tackled darker elements here and there, but I think that was the thing. They were tackling darker elements here and there. It sounded like Dragon Quest XII, its entire theme was going to be darker overall. So I'm not sure if that is the same thing. And whatever that was, they obviously pulled it back, and now we're getting a Dragon Quest XI like vibe going on here. And no one can deny that's probably the safe move. Everybody liked how Dragon Quest XI looked, and I doubt anyone was tired of the Dragon Quest XI look. So getting another entry that has that Dragon Quest XI vibe, I don't think most people are going to be mad about that. We'll see what happens when we inevitably get to Dragon Quest 13 and if they decide to tackle that again. But right now, we are where we are.
Yeah. So my thoughts on this was I was put off by the character design of the main protagonist. But besides that, forget that. I wanted to see some gameplay. Like, I don't know how we don't get gameplay at this point. I know you restarted development. When did development restart? Did it restart last year? Did it restart until this year? I don't know when, but we know what Dragon Quest should be.
The stoner Goth Goku looks cool. Smiley face emoji. Love you.
At least
gesture emoji.
they still showed us like some like character designs and footage. Still not released it, of course, which is scary. But like I remember when Nintendo restarted development on Prime 4, it was just a guy saying, "Hey, we just want to let you know we're scrapping the game and starting over." So
That's true. Yeah.
That's all we got, and then we didn't see anything for like probably 5 to 6 years, maybe even longer than that, because that was like 2018 when they announced they were doing that. I think
so.
I'm happy they at least showed us this, but this could quite literally be the first area, and they have to make everything else. Which
That's crazy. I hope that's not the case because they should have, like I said, they should have some inkling of what the gameplay should be. I would have taken maybe if it is turn-based and maybe just character is just slashing a monster, like just jumping up to a monster or jumping up, like it's turn-based, but you know how turn-based sometimes they teleport or they jump over to the freaking enemy to attack them. I would have just took that, but they don't even have anything but that. We have a super chat from Shattered Glass. $2 super chat. Thank you, my guys. Shattered Glass. Dragon Quest 12, the stoner Goku, Goth Goku looks cool. Oh my god. So yeah, people are saying that he looks like he's high. He looks like he's been taking 5 hits of heroin or crack or coke. So
or all the above.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but apparently there's a reason he looks so sleepy is because it's about Beyond Dreams. So yeah, that could be the reason. We have the one and only Lady Pelvic has joined us. Are you there, Pelvic?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry I'm late. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, woo.
Thank you, Pelvic,
Yeah.
for being here. We appreciate you showing up. How are you doing?
Good. I just woke up from a nap and I was like, oh shit.
Why is
Yeah,
it?
pop my ass on.
Why does everybody take a nap on
Sunday
Sundays?
is the nap day, bro.
What-
I'm
what's
telling
going
you,
on
Sunday
here?
is the nap day. Sunday nap
guys
hit
personally
really
feel the
good on
changes
Sundays.
needed
You have
in
no clue,
DQ?
Shotty. You're missing out.
Also, I
Yeah, you
prefer
need to join the
West Town
nap
Resident
squad.
Super Slow.
Hey, come on, Shadow Nap.
Oh my god. But yes, before we keep going, we got a super chat, $20 super chat from Cranberry. Thank you, my guy. Appreciate the super chat. Do you guys personally feel a change is needed for Dragon Quest? Also, I prefer West Town reading supers. Hey,
Yes,
what
sir.
you mean?
Yes, give me my job back. Let's
Listen,
go. My
hey-
kids are hungry.
AI took your job, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Nah, if you want, you can go back to reading super chats. But you gotta have it up and be ready, my guy. All right.
Brother, I always have the chat open, bro. You just let me know. Whatever you want to do, you decide.
I got you. The people want you to go back to reading super chat. You'll go back to it.
Oh, Cranberry
All right.
got me a job back. Thank you, Cranberry.
So yes, Pelvic. I think the people know who you are. They know what you do. They know where to find you and stuff like that. But we were talking about Dragon Quest. What are your thoughts on the new Dragon Quest XII that suddenly just showed up out of nowhere?
Did it show up? I figured, like, I mean, they did say there was going to be a Dragon Quest, like, I don't know, brief announcement, 10-minute announcement and stuff. I think my disappointment is they seemed to have ditched the like hardcore, I don't know, dark, I guess, Dragon. So I remember them saying in the very beginning that Dragon Quest XII was going to be like a darker twist, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, let's go. Like, I always love like darker twists in my game, you know, as much as I love whimsical stuff as well. But you know, dark Dragon Quest sounds awesome. You know, I feel like I ride with everyone when it comes to like the protagonist. I don't really like the way they look. I understand some of the rumors, speculation suggest that, you know, he's not getting very good sleep, so he's supposed to look tired. I just feel like you could still make a tired character look cool. He just looks like
100%. 100%.
Isn't like Gaara, right, from Naruto? He never sleeps because like the raccoon demon's always eating him, something like that. Like Gaara to me like looks cool as hell, but like this guy just looks lame. Doesn't look very interesting to me. He's not a protagonist where I'm like, ooh, I want to know more about him, you know. But aside from that, though, you know, I'm like, okay, cool. We got like Robo. We got girl, short hair, who looks to be maybe an engineer type, an engineer sort. I will say his like dragon form, which like obviously, you know, people were speculating that this is his dream form. I thought it was a turtle at first. I'm not gonna lie. Someone said Franklin, and I was like, that's exactly what it registered.
It's Franklin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I
Wow.
looked at that and I was like, wow, it looks
Coming
like it.
into your house.
I just thought it was Franklin at first, but you know, I like the idea he'll have like another form because his first form is pretty rough to look at. So at least his other form looks, I don't know if pleasant's the right word, but I don't know, more interesting, right? Anytime you see like an anthropomorphic character, I think I'm like, oh, okay, you know, hopefully they'll be more interesting than bland ass dragon. I mean, but to be fair, our Dragon Quest, I'm trying to think of like all the Dragon Quest protagonists. Did they really like slap? I don't know, because I'm looking at 11. I don't think 11's protagonist. I feel like he got shit, you know, for looking like Trunks, I believe, right?
A little bit, yeah.
That's what we're gonna open it.
Yeah, he got shit. I don't think of all the Dragon Quest 9. I mean, you customize 5. 5 was purple. 5 was, you know, interesting, I guess. Interesting than better than this guy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of the
Glad to
protagonist,
have our
but
queen back.
and then also
It's like National Women's Day
this
when
is
she
another
graces
this
us
is
with
a
her
thing for
presents
sure
less than
is
3.
I don't know, I'm kind of over open world games, like just big, huge worlds, which to be fair, Dragon Quest has always been known for that, so I'm not going to give Dragon Quest particularly a lot of shit, but I just think after playing a game like Expedition 33, which is a lot more of a concise, like a little more narrow world, more linear, even though it does have an open world, yeah, but I have a whole rant going on with like game bloat. I'm having like a whole I don't know issue with like game bloat and shit like that. But anyways, that's my thoughts on Dragon Quest. Does it look beautiful? Yes, I agree with the assessment of the protagonist looks kind of whatever. The fan art looks better. The fan art makes the protagonist look better. I'll say that. How about that? And on a positive
Yeah,
note.
that's pretty bad.
Can I go?
Real
Can I
quick.
go? Can I do the thing? Can I do the thing? Can I
Do
go?
the thing. Do your thing.
Oh, I'm back in the chair. We have a $50 super chat from our King Cranberry saying, "Glad to have our queen back. It's like National Women's Day when she graces us with her presence."
Oh my God.
That's what we call the pelvic pass, chat. Nobody
Oh.
else gets it. It's just the pelvic pass.
Thank you, Cranberry,
can't-
for super chat.
Oh, that's so nice. You have a Dragon Quest Heroes design up. Yeah, pull that up. Pull that up. You're doing great.
Maybe I'm crazy, but I've never really felt like, aside from like Erdrick in Dragon Quest 3, I've never really been like, these protagonists are the coolest looking things. Who's that guy on the far left? Is that the guy from 8 or 7? The green haired dude with the blue cape? Blue
That's 4.
tunic? Is that 4? Okay. I also thought his design was pretty cool. And the one from 8 isn't too bad.
Like
Basically,
4.
all the designs they included in Smash, I didn't mind.
I think 4 is cool. Who's the, I guess the first one? Is that like the first guy with the red horn? Like who has
I think that's the Dragon Quest one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Dragon Quest 1.
Okay, yeah, I kind of like his design. Just
Who's
the
top
true,
right?
Knight. Yeah.
Who's got the
Is that a
silver hair,
Builder's game?
silver spiky
Is that a
hair?
Builder's game?
I don't think Builder's characters are in here.
Yeah, I don't think so. No, this is
Oh, okay.
mostly mainline.
10, 11. Yeah, that's 11 characters, so that's all
Okay.
mainline.
What do I know? Nothing. I don't know, but I just think he looks by far. I don't know. I don't like his. I just don't. It's his face. It's his face. I wish we could do something a little better hair as well. I don't know. I wonder if he's supposed to have a plain design because of his like other self. You know, it's far more interesting to look at. But like, I don't know. Why can't we have 2 interesting characters to look at? You know.
That is true. I will say that I kind of think that this is like an early Toriyama draft, and I think it's been confirmed that this was the last of his designs. And I feel like this was an early draft, and I'm like, can't you guys just, improve it a little bit? Like, okay, I get that you don't want to tarnish his thing.
Coming down.
I wouldn't mind. I would not mind. Torotaro is cool in my book. I like his designs. I can't help it. But
Is Torotaro
I
going to be
agree.
succeeding Toriyama in Dragon Quest? Do we know that? Because he took
Sending
over
love
Dragon
to
Ball,
y'all.
right?
This is just for
Correct.
Shadow.
He took over Dragon Ball. I don't know about Dragon Quest.
I mean, I guess it would be the next logical step. But we have another super chat, this time from Sebastian with 5, I think that's pence. Sending love to y'all. This is just for Shadow, though. Wow.
let's go. Thank you for the love, my guy. Thank you. I'll bask in your love.
Hard to
Thank you
understand
so
what you're
much.
saying with all this cock in your mouth. But
Yeah, it's great. It's great. All that in my mouth is great.
yo.
Hey, who said that? Who said that? That's
No, go
that's
on.
questionable.
Go off.
That's
Go
weird.
off.
Bro, we are one day away
King.
from Pride Month, bro. Come on.
Walking.
But thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. So I guess back to his design thing.
I think he just, like, when you put him next to other ones, I think he fits in. Maybe I'm like a
Really?
faker and I'm a tourist and I haven't been around Dragon Quest long enough, but like, I don't know, give him like shoulder pads and like a scarf, and then he's indistinguishable from the other ones.
I just think he's ugly.
Yo,
I mean, I think you're ugly, but
He's
we're not gonna
right.
do that, so.
So
Your mother
He's-
doesn't
he's
think
right.
so. That's fine.
that's crazy. Okay, gentlemen, let's.
I hate that he's
leave
not
I mean,
wrong.
each
Blake's
other's
mother has
mothers
actually
out of-
called
Has
me
literally
handsome
said
before.
that.
That's fine.
I fucking hate it. Don't get me started. Anyway, moving on.
I think we were all saying, and I think Riku said it, like, people were doing like fan arts and stuff like that. And it's like, like I said in my own tweet, if you gotta go to fan art to see the potential, there's an issue with the design to begin with. And I've seen so many AI mock-ups of the design. And I'm just like, listen, I don't like AI as much as the next guy, but I feel like AI could have done this better. Like, I'm sorry to say that, and I know this is Toriyama's last work, but man, this just isn't hitting. I think at the end of the day, it's just the design, and if the gameplay is there, I'm all for it. But go ahead.
I think Blake is kind of right. Like, he needs I feel like a distinguishable piece.
I mean, he looks
of
naked right now.
clothing. Because I'm looking at the other Dragon Quest designs, and they all either have like headbands or like some kind of like hat going on. I understand his other form has a horn, so maybe they're trying to make room for that. But I don't know, like a scarf, like even like the helmets, the goggles have like some of the goggles have horns, like a bedazzled piece of headgear. I don't know. You're right. He needs something
A little more.
Yeah, just a little more pizzazz. Even like color wise too. I think he
I
could
feel
use a
like
little-
looking at other protagonists, I mean, I guess it's kind of the same for Dragon Quest. But I was saying if he had like a unique like a weapon that stood out, like a cool like I don't know, like a fire sword or like a cool like unique looking weapon that wasn't just a sword, maybe he'd stand out more. But
Hey, he actually does have one in the trailer. So you see his art, that's a different sword.
interesting.
It's not that super impressive or anything, but it is different.
I just think he needs a little something, some
more
sort of
sauce.
pizzazz. Because he, you know what it's giving? It's giving like peasant with a sword. That's just I feel like how it looks. Like
Yeah,
street rat with a sword.
yeah, it's like an NPC
You know?
design or something
Yeah.
like that. He don't look like
Bro,
main character energy.
Bro spent all his
Yeah.
time in Dreamworld. He forgot to actually like make himself look half decent. It's like Sword Art Online.
Man, I'm telling you, if it was Toriyama's last design, I get it, but you really could have, made it better. Like there's no excuse for this, honestly. I hope this is just early concept, and maybe they can, make him look a way better than what he does, and they take the feedback to heart because apparently they're probably still early in development. When do we think this game is coming out?
Man,
Never.
I wish I could say next year, but like 2028 probably at the earliest. Which is fine because next year we already have it's probably part 3 of remake is coming out. Probably gonna have another Trails game. Pokemon's going next. I mean, I think next year's pretty full, so I wouldn't mind waiting until 2028.
Yeah, that sounds about right. If they really restarted development now and they're looking to get it out in the future, I would have said they would be sooner if we saw some gameplay, but we didn't get any of that. Speaking of the gameplay, I know we probably already said it a couple of times now, but are we sure that this is definitely going to be turn-based? Or could there be some type of action thing going on?
I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Dragon Quest is just known for like sticking to the hills and valleys that it's used to, you know.
And they usually have enough of their own spin-offs to justify any type of change they want to make.
Great point. Yeah.
That's true.
Like at most, is they would do like what Kiseki did with its remakes, you know, or Metaphor, all that stuff, where it's like a smidge of action, and then you can switch into turn-based. Because I feel like that might be slowly becoming more popularized. You know,
I feel like
doing
that is
some
going to
action.
become the norm, just so you can get through, I guess, like smaller enemies quicker.
That and you know, I feel because companies nowadays are always trying to appeal to everyone instead of like sticking to their niches, right?
Yep.
They want the most. So it's like, look, here's some action, but also here's turn-based. So you have something for everyone kind of energy. That's a potential. I have no basis of this other than, you know, like I said, a few games have been doing it and people seem to have been responding well to it. So companies always, you know, moving
I'd say
toward
even Pokemon for its mainline games is kind of doing that now. So I feel like Dragon Quest is like the last holdout mainline series that hasn't kind of moved over. But that's what Dragon Quest is known for.
Wasn't there information that in the early video gameplay designs for Persona 5, they were testing out a lot of action gameplay related mechanics, and then that got dropped, and then they stick to turn-based. So even Persona 5 at one point was going to do something around that routes, and shit, now that we are in a realm where like the examples have been said, and Atlas themselves have been messing around with action with metaphor, who knows what Persona 6 is gonna look like.
All right.
That's a good segue.
So yeah, that's Dragon Quest. Let's go on to Persona 6 news. I kind of feel like I got something else with Dragon Quest. I can't remember. Or rather, let me go back to Cranberry's super chat real quick, because I think he asked us a question in the last super chat and we didn't really answer. Do you guys personally feel a change is needed for Dragon Quest at all?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Not necessarily.
So Dragon Quest.
I think the change they need to make is releasing more than 2 games in a decade.
Yeah, that's a good
Okay,
point.
this literally that I feel like games are coming out. It's very weird right now, the gaming industry, because I feel games are taking their sweet time coming out. I can't find the tweet, but someone put out like, here's how long it's been since like every mainline Dragon Quest. And like, most games, I'm talking about like NES, SNES era, all that stuff. It's like, oh, 1 year, 2 year development time, 3 year. Now games take like 9 years, close to a decade.
Ethan and I
So
were talking about if you were 9 years old when Dragon Quest XI came out, you're now going on 19.
like, isn't that like crazy?
What?
There's a whole article. Think about it.
Yeah.
There was a whole article too where I think it was a Square Enix guy was saying, or Final Fantasy guy was saying, like, yeah, kids aren't getting attached to these characters anymore because they have to wait so long. I think of like Zelda and stuff. Zelda's my favorite series of all time, and Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are like what 2 or 3 years apart. I'm reading like a Sonic encyclopedia, and I understand they're not RPGs, but still the games came out like years apart, like few years apart. You know, so we had time to get like attached to these characters where other games are taking their sweet time. I forgot like where the fuck I was going with this, but like even Persona too. It's taking its sweet time. The last mainline Persona game was what 2017. Sure, yes, I know that's not from what is it? Royal. Royal came out I guess a year or two after.
Yeah,
But still like you know what I mean? These games like take so
much longer now.
long. Yeah, and then okay, I am gonna go on my bloat rant, and I was like talking to Zayfree about this because I was just kind of getting annoyed how because I was playing the last game I beat was Visions of Mana, I think, and that game just really ticked me off with its side quest. It's like a 45 hour. I think I clocked 45 hours, but I swear to God, you can shave off 10 hours of that being side quests. And I just think we've reached. I really hate that we reached this argument of like, oh yeah, the length of the game determines its value.
How much money.
Yeah.
It should be.
Yes. Correct. Yes. And really, it was like side quest. It was just. And I love Xenoblade, but let's not pretend a chunk of Xenoblade isn't just like walking around. Even X, you get the skilled at like what chapter 6 out of 8. So it's a lot of walking around, which could be some of its charm, but sometimes I'm like, I just want to get to the story and both. But point is, I think real quick, just to I guess wrap this up in a pretty bow, is I just think there's a lot of bloat in games nowadays. A lot of, hey, let's make this artificially longer than what it actually is. Because if you look at games in the past, I mean, they're like 20 hours, and people, I mean, look at your favorite classic games, right? I'm talking about like Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy IV, old Dragon Quest game, like. Fantasy Star, they were like a nice 40-hour campaign, and some of them, you have a few side quests, which is fine. But I'm talking about the bloat of, for example, Visions of Mana. Kill 5 type of crab A. I want this crab soup. Oh, there's a new type of crab. Can you kill type of, recolored crab type A that's now type B? Stuff like that just I think wastes time. But I think as consumers, if they hear what this game's only 20 hours because they didn't add 10, 20 hours of hey, go fetch this. Collect 20 scales so I can make a necklace, So I don't know. I wish developer time was used a little wiser.
You got a point there, Pelvic, but I think it definitely depends on the game, I guess you could say. Because if you had told me that you don't know about this, Pelv, because you don't play Resident Evil, and that's fine. But like Resident Evil 9 was like less than 10 hours, and I paid $70 for that, and I was just like, I love this game. I don't care that it was only 10 hours. Barely has any replayability, too. That was before the DLC came out. And then subsequent playthroughs, I beat the game in less than 5 hours. And I'm just like, you know what? $70 well spent. I love this game. This game was awesome.
But that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of people would value a really tight-knit story versus like, oh, let's just add all this nonsensical shit that like we're not even going to remember, Am I really going to? I mean, I guess I do remember about the crab, the whole crab side quest in Visions of Mana because it pissed me off so much. But generally speaking, oh yeah, there's a guy who collect 20 scales, collect 20 bugs, collect 20 all the collectathon shit, or like that's the bloat I'm talking about. You got like a concise 10-hour game that was $70, but maybe that development went into, I don't know, just like the character, the dialogue was really well done, researched. There's a lot of like, if there's a mystery I don't know, I don't play the game, but like if you took the time to look at the environments and you see pictures that, but I feel like that's developer time, like well spent. It's not extra bloat. It's, hey, here we put this much effort into the environment and you can get as much as you want out of it. If you were to, instead of this, like, I don't know, just hey, go back to the front of the house. Now go to the back of the house to collect this. Now go, and it's just like this stupid side quest that like amounts to I don't know.
I feel like
You know,
you're going off on Visions of Mana here.
So, but I mean, but it's not just Visions of Mana though. Like Persona 4 does it. And listen, I love Persona 4. Persona 4
Excuse
does it in a
me? Are
different
you
way.
getting on my
Listen,
Persona 4? How dare
I
you?
am getting on your Persona 4. And listen, I love Persona 4, okay? This comes from a place of love. But Persona 4 does a similar thing where, well, after you defeat a palace or whatever the fuck they're called, but after you defeat like an area, you complete an area, then quests open up for that area. So let's say you just defeat like the spa area, Kanji's area, then quests that school are like, oh man, I wish you could find like a lantern because there's lantern enemies in spa in Kanji's place. So now it gives you a reason to go back to Kanji's thing, and you just all it is a collectathon, by the way. Just collect like the lanterns from the jack-o'-lantern things. Kill 6 jack-o'-lanterns. So Persona 4 does the same thing, you know? And do we really need that? Is it like giving us more lore on Kanji? No, it's just collecting lanterns for a kid who now can finish their school class project.
But it's also doing the thing that, you know, RPGs do. They give us quests and stuff like that.
Okay,
And
but we can have better quests is what I'm saying. And we don't need an abundance of them. And my argument isn't remove side quests, never, not at all. But there are like I look at Final Fantasy VI, which I think did quests really well, like each character quest, or Expedition 33. There wasn't like a shit ton of quests to do. You know, I think there's a lot to explore. I'll say that toward the end of Expedition. But there wasn't like an abundance of nonsensical quests. Like the quests in Final Fantasy VI or in Expedition 33, they're very pointed, they're very meaningful, they're very they expanded on like a character's lore or backstory or why they think the way they think. If you don't do certain things, you don't know why CL thinks the way she does, or just certain characters, it doesn't matter, you know? So I'm like these collectathon quests, I feel and I suppose you can make an argument that some of them can be done right. For example, I guess we can go with Xenoblade Chronicles, where at least you get experience for the quest, far more experience than you do killing monsters, you know? Where other places you don't get experience, you just get items. Or in Visions of Mana case, you just get a fuck ton of money. By endgame, you're filthy, stinking rich with like nothing to spend it on. So
it could also
Sounds like Visions of Mana really hurt you.
that's what it sounds
Visions
like.
of Mana like pissed me off. But I'm like, I don't feel like I'm wrong though. with,
No,
like,
you're
a
not
lot
wrong.
of
I don't think you're
like,
wrong.
a lot of
in
quests
that.
in modern games are just like, but why? When like again, you just told me you paid $70, which is fine for, but like you had a 10-hour experience and you had the greatest time of your fucking life with this 10-hour experience.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
and
So that's my point here is like make the quests matter. If it's just like, oh my god, someone killed my dog, or I don't know, my dog ran away, whatever. I guess, you know, find my dog, and it's just like, okay, you found your dog. Here's 10 berries. Thanks. Thank you.
so wait a minute. Do you interesting thing in the chat? Side quests versus side stories from Lazy Boy. I mean, are they interchangeable? They're definitely different. I guess I would say Trails does side stories with their side quests, even though some of them are a little bit.
So does Xenoblade 3. Remember Xenoblade 3's what were
Dude, those freaking Blade
Hero
quests are
quests.
It's like
hero
yeah,
quests,
it's like
yeah.
character
Those
quests.
things,
Yeah.
those were definitely like mandatory at one point, but they had to cut it because the game was getting too big, or just like make it side
I
content.
thought
'Cause,
Xenoblade
man,
3
some
was
of
still
those,
popular.
yeah, they're great. Like they feel like they're a part of the story, and you just don't.
I
have to get
mean,
all
they
of them.
essentially were. They were essentially were, and then just
Yeah.
sliced them in like, oh yeah, optional. But yeah, they.
But yeah, I think we can definitely condense some of those quests in JRPGs to make them a little bit more better. But you will get your slop quests. Is that what the kids are saying? Slop stuff, slop bowls and whatnot. Slop quests where you go here and kill this and kill that. Which I don't mind if you do that, as long as you make it really easy to complete it. Like, don't make me go over to one area and then maybe have to report back the quest. Like, as soon as I kill the last freaking MacGuffin, let me complete the quest. And then I'll just, you know, go from there and fast travel back and get another quest. If it's like that, then it's like fine. But your game shouldn't be full of that, you know, or your side quests shouldn't be full of that. And
Guess what Visions of Mana is?
see, this is why Visions of Mana
Visions
touched
of
you
Mana.
somewhere. See, this is the
Visions
issue.
of Mana just like pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, didn't that studio
again,
die?
there's a lot of it didn't like literally the next day. The studio
That's
was
crazy,
like,
dude.
It was quite because Visions of Mana, like despite all my bitching, guys, I do think it's like a fine game. Just don't do all the side. It's just literally pointless to do all the side quests. Like, it's fucking stupid. But
Okay. All right.
but I don't know. Anyways, that was my whole ass fucking tangent. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, you definitely went on a tangent for us.
At least we know what she's been playing.
I know, right? Yeah, we know exactly what she's been playing.
That's right.
All right. Let's move on to Persona 6. So against my better judgment and against me just, saying, screw it, I don't give a crap, I'm going to put up the images for the Persona 6 leaks. I hope nothing happens, but if you're viewing the podcast live, I hope you appreciate me risking it all, getting something happen to my channel or something like that. Yeah, so
What are they tagging people who show it?
I've seen some websites they don't even show it.
Some sites might, but I mean, also if you're like a journalist, it's just safer to say the link is here than to just put the actual image on your thing. But
really,
for the sake of entertainment, I'm gonna put it up. So Persona 6 has been allegedly leaked. There have been a couple of images swirling around above early concept art and character designs, and someone that doesn't complete games just joined.
That's crazy. Bro just stepped in and you already shot him in the head. That's crazy.
Yeah,
wow, the slander starts early.
You know the bucket over the door. That's literally what happened.
Yep.
What's up, Q?
How you guys doing?
I couldn't help but take a shot at you. I had to do it.
It's all right. If you didn't do it, Blake was gonna do it.
I would
Blake
never.
was gonna do it.
I would never. I love you. You're my fellow West Indian brother.
Indian.
So you know what? I did listen to the whole Dragon Quest conversation while I was cooking, and just to say, I don't give a shit about Dragon Quest that much. So that's the only reason.
What kind of sick person are you? Do not care about Dragon Quest.
But that being said, when I heard Persona, I was like, you know what? I finished
Let me
the
step
chicken.
up to the mic.
I was like, I've finished the chicken. It's cooked enough. I can leave it to simmer.
Well.
Yeah, that's the other point. Your boy was cooking. Anyway, let's talk about some Persona. Let's go on.
Since you just joined us, do you want to give us your thoughts on these leaks? You can see the images on screen. Do we think that there's any validity to these leaks? Are they real? I think I read that they're
if you're striking people, they're real.
I
don't do that for fake leaks.
It's also as well
left that alone if they want to.
What is it? Apparently, this got leaked by a Chinese distributor, which also leaked other Atlas stuff in the past. So, one, why are they still with this distributor? Two, lol, that's probably real.
You got to think about it from a strategic perspective, Blake. This is a Chinese distributor. Have you seen the population of China? They can't cut these people off. They probably make bare money from them in China. Of course, they're not going to cut them off.
Well, I mean, I guess they're going to have to hold that L then. They want to.
Well, they're going to have to. They're going to have to. But to be honest, I do like the look of the characters. I think they look quite interesting. Not as, I would say, in comparison to some of the previous Persona games, I think the characters that we've seen in the past have been a bit more, flamboyant in the sense of the colors and the designs of, especially like with hair colors and stuff like that.
You say but you know, Kami is literally black and white. It looks very plain.
Yeah, he's very plain.
Again,
he's very carried by the aura of his swagger. That's literally just it.
But when you look at the overall cast of most Persona games, they're quite colorful. For most, excluding the first set, the first few.
The first few Personas had great looks. So what are you talking about? The first few Persona games, like 1 and 2, I think had like
Persona 2 has the most out there protagonist designs in the series. So that
100%. I agree. I think we go back to that. I don't know. I thought that was like very eye catching personally.
Damn! Oh, I swear, Persona 2 love.
I swear, this character, he looks like very much like either by the same guy or similar style to the main protagonist of Shin Megami Tensei 5. It's got that same bowl cut.
Yeah, he
I
reminds me
told
of
you
Ryu
girls.
from Devil. What is it? Devilman Crybaby or something? That's who he reminds me of.
Devil May Cry. I thought they were both
No, no,
girls. Honestly speaking, I thought it was both female characters.
Nah, you need
That's definitely
you
a
and
dude.
Shadow need to step up your game, man. You and
Remember
Shadow.
that boy Shadow was in denial.
You can't put me in this.
Yep.
You can't put me in the same bracket with Shadow. That looks like those look like girls,
That's not a
especially
girl.
That's crazy.
That
That
has
y'all
a
need to step up.
masculine build and face.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Especially when you
all we can
compare the
see is
two.
a
They have
bust.
different facial structures.
yeah. You
They're
guys-
pretty boys. They're pretty boys. You could say that.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
that's
pretty
got to
boys.
be a pretty boy then. He's got a shitty haircut.
Whatever you're into, baby.
Crazy.
Whatever you're into.
I feel like his haircut's very
nah.
standard Japanese.
It is. It is.
Real?
Yeah. Japanese hair is pretty flat, just kind of falls, no volume.
I think we also got
Unless-
leaked that the logo also got leaked as well. It's going to be a green theme. I think I saw that, or is that just a fan art?
To be fair, we've known that for years, if that's the case.
So
Really?
we
Yeah.
kind of like just process of elimination. We kind of figured it's either going to be what green or they already did purple for 2, right? Or was 2 red again?
That's
First of all, Persona 1 and 2 don't exist. Persona starts with 3, so
Alright.
they can do purple if they wanted to.
I mean,
I'd like
Shadow's
the
kind
art
of right.
direction P6 something different.
We have a
Green.
super chat
I
from
thought-
Shattered Glass 23 with a $2 super chat saying, "I like the art direction P5 something different." When you say something
said
different,
P6.
I just think it
P6.
looks more.
P6.
Oh, sorry,
He
P6.
said
Yeah.
P6, Blake. Come on. The
Oh.
AI is really going to take your job,
I'm over
man.
there.
Come on.
I swear, I'm gonna come over. Don't you get the PTSD started? I feel like these designs just look way more Shin Megami Tensei focused, like as opposed to Persona focused.
Interesting point.
Like if someone said this was Shin Megami Tensei 6, I'd say, oh yeah, I see it.
Mm.
But
Now that you say that, I kind of agree.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I
it
can see
does.
At least for the
does.
male. The woman, she looks
That
like
doesn't look like
character.
Persona to you? That looks like Persona.
No, it
I mean, it looks like
doesn't.
both. I see both. I see both.
I think the girl probably has a persona look. She's got that little red accent in her hair. It's that kind of looks like she's a proper animation looking character. Or maybe that's not even her hair doesn't have that highlights, and maybe that's just lighting. But I think she looks persona-ish. The boy looks he looks like a girl anyway. But that's beyond the point.
I mean, he's giving. I will say he is giving like Lucifer energy. That's. I'll say that.
He's probably the villain of the game.
Probably
He's probably the one that committed the murders.
Probably a
Metaphor.
Phew,
protagonist.
type of.
Probably the
vibe.
pro. What are you talking about?
I gotta say, I really do hope these are just early drafts and designs, that these aren't finalized. Like, please, like I don't think.
fine.
Y'all making it sound like it's like awful.
I don't think it's great. I don't think
don't
it's
have any
great.
issues with them. I think they're fine.
Yeah,
They
I'm
look
like
fine.
I'm not like I feel like Persona 2 was just peak.
Also,
Persona
at this
design.
point, he's going to have a different outfit in combat anyway, so,
I mean,
Also, Shadow, keep in
who's
mind.
gonna cosplay that character? He doesn't look cosplayable.
I was like,
Everybody, what are
keep
you
in mind
talking
as
about?
well. This is like early, like we haven't seen them in engine. They're gonna have like a crazy song, and he's gonna be like scrambling eggs in the back, and everyone on Twitter is gonna go feral. Because that's all it takes. Just need a little bit of style, or he puts on like a I don't know. I was about to say Phantom Thief, but I don't think they're doing that again. So a Shadow World heartless fighting outfit. He's gonna get a weapon.
Heartless
and
fighting outfit.
Look, man, I don't know. He's gonna have some drip. Trust. He could put on like a full like suit of like armor and look like freaking King Arthur or some shit. We don't know.
So getting away
That'd be
from
so
the
cool. Oh my
so-
god, if they went like a night route, that'd be kind of awesome. They all dress like different types.
Did
of
Metaphor Can I just do that though?
different
I think
types of
that's something.
knights? A different kind of heroes, I guess. Spirits, but
The whole fantasy
Yes.
vibe.
they're
yeah, you're right. They're probably not going to
manifestations
go with
of, like,
fantasy.
knights, not the
Yeah, no,
characters.
you're right. You're right. They're not gonna.
They
no,
could go.
they're
They could go sci-fi. That'd be cool.
I would love that.
not.
So, so are we okay with that? It seems that this is keeping with the Persona at this point tradition, with being younger protagonist, high school protagonist, and not being in college. Like we've always say, oh, we want the next Persona game to be
We're
adults or
not
in
going back to
college.
that. If you want that, you got Persona 2. Otherwise, we ain't never going back to that.
So it's always going to be
So
a visual novel type of quote unquote dating sim, like Persona 4 was always freaking
Why would
described
you
as.
want to break that?
I'm just saying.
It's working.
It's literally the most popular
JRPG, yeah, pretty much,
Yeah.
and JRPG in
So-
general.
And I
Yeah.
feel like they also just quote unquote shook up the formula with Metaphor. So leave Persona the same and leave, I guess, mainline SMT the same.
Did they really shake up the formula?
I didn't touch Metaphor, so I don't really know what they did.
I mean, they
Metaphor
just,
is just a copy of every Atlas game mixed into one pot, pretty much.
That is exactly what Metaphor
Greatest
is.
hits bargain bin edition.
I mean,
Like,
yeah,
I'm
for the
not gonna
most part.
say I'm not gonna shit on it, right? I was disappointed that Metaphor didn't. I don't know, like do a little bit of new frontiering, instead it just took all the best. It really felt like it was ran through like an algorithm of like all the best stuff of Atlas, like the gameplay was
ChatGPT
fun.
make me an Atlas game.
I mean, in regards to its combat, in regards to its like combat and stuff, like its story was fine. I had a good time. I think it had some really good arcs. I think some of its arcs were like fire. But anyways, not about
Okay.
Metaphor.
So I guess we're all positive with this one. Everybody likes the designs and looks good. I agree with Q. It looks like a girl, especially with the
I'm
the
telling
eyelashes,
you.
I'm
the
telling
freaking
you.
eyelashes.
Y'all gonna go to
It
Taiwan
looks
again.
like.
Yeah,
it
check
looks-
these niggas hard drive.
How exactly does that not look like a girl? Like, come on,
Dude, this is just
look
like
at
what's his name from Fire Emblem Heroes?
No.
We
You know
all
what?
agreed that he looked like a pretty boy. When you're looking at a pretty boy, it's feminine
you
cool
need to ask
features.
them. Ask everyone else. What are the guys around them looking like? What are the guys around them looking like? If they're looking at that and saying that looks like a guy, right? Do you guys all have that same hairstyle? Is your face?
What are
that
we doing
round?
here?
It's basically a bowl cut. What are you talking about?
Hell,
I got a
basically
cousin with a haircut.
the character from Shin Megami Tensei 5 kind of looks like a girl.
Yeah, that
Okay,
okay,
buddy.
buddy. And now Venusaur
Yeah.
looks like a woman. That's fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Allow it.
Okay. Yo, don't be calling me out in the chat, Destiny. I don't appreciate that. Don't be calling me out like that. All right. I'm not gonna get like 10 copies of this game. All right. I'm gonna get like 20. All right, and that's it.
Like 20 is
All right.
crazy.
All right. I'm gonna draw the line. All right. I'm gonna play it like crazy. It's gonna be my religion. All right, for a couple of days, and then I'm gonna get the cock out of my mouth.
Is Persona your
Hey,
favorite?
yo.
Is Persona your favorite JRPG series?
Is Persona my favorite
He li-
JRPG series?
He lies and says it's not, and then he
you
goes and
bought
buys
like
1
10
million
copies.
copies every time.
It's definitely
I'm like,
one or two. Yeah, it probably
okay,
is.
what would be your other one? Because you see
Final Fantasy.
I see.
Yeah, but do you buy as many Final Fantasy copies as you do for Persona?
I feel like he's a 7 boy versus like Final Fantasy. I hear you talk about 7 a lot. I
mean,
hear you talk about like 9.
it's
which is, like,
goated.
the best.
I mean, it's better than 9. So
Certainly not. That's so crazy.
Yeah,
Oh my
that-
God.
yeah, it's crazy how some people would be so wrong and not thinking that's not better than
Shadow
9.
7 is kind of low on my list of Final Fantasy games.
I mean, there could be wrong opinions out there. That's fine.
Speaking of wrong opinions, we have a super chat from Sebastian. Saying Q and Shadow have the best taste in women. If we want to talk about wrong opinions.
This is
Shadow
a
have the
fact.
best
This is a
taste in
fact. We
women.
do have the best taste in women. It's a fact.
Let me test that. What do you think of On in
Man
Persona
marries a
5?
cute girl. Now he gets to brag about.
On, well, she's not as good as Makoto.
Get out. Get the fuck out of the goddamn panel. How dare you shit on my queen On like that? Don't.
I didn't say she was bad. I was just
Hold
saying
up.
she's not as good as Makoto.
Makoto's name is literally Queen. What are you talking about?
You know,
I was gonna
Shadow
say.
being an on fan explains so much, actually.
Listen, On is my queen. I will say that. All right, she's my queen, and we stand her around these parts.
The blonde American girl, huh? Interesting.
Yeah, I'm a simple creature. I ain't gonna lie. Give me some blondes. Give me
Look,
give me
man. Look.
give me a white girl.
I
I'm
will
good.
give you this.
You know,
He
If,
does it
like,
tonight.
we gotta infiltrate the white dream pool. Okay.
Hey,
Wait,
We've been gone for too long.
We have been gone for too long.
Oh man. All right, now let me stop. But also
You
cute.
think Atlas
Tifa.
gonna come after you?
Alice wouldn't be like that. All right. Okay. Snow Bunny On. I will take that. Anyway. So yeah, Persona 6. Do we think it's coming out soon? Do you think it's coming out before Persona 4 remake, or this is just really early stuff?
No, I feel like I feel remake is gonna come first. For me, I think it's got to be early stuff because it's leaked, and I mean, look at what we've got. That's not a lot of information or anything. It's not even like a deep leak. It's just a few character designs, and at the end of the day, they'll make more money dropping 4 first and then doing 6. I mean, to be honest, no matter what they do, they'll still make the money. But I feel like it just makes more sense to do 4 because 4 seems like it's more further along than this is.
So, like, do you want to know the release dates, or do you want to keep speculating?
What are the release dates? What are they?
So
I'm curious.
so it's leaked Persona 4 Revival's coming out February of next year, and Persona 6 is supposed to be around October of next year. 2 Persona games in 1 year.
Yeah, I'll believe the Persona 6 release day when it happens because we remember what happened with Persona 5.
Yeah.
That's true.
Winter 2014.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
They're never letting that screenshot go.
Here's the thing.
We have
guys.
another super chat
Sorry,
from
but
Cranberry with a ton of
Makoto's
super
number
chat saying, "Here's the thing, right?" Sorry, but Makoto's number
That
1. See,
super chat
Cranberry,
is
you don't
a
have to
lie.
apologize. You don't need to
Yo,
apologize
listen.
for being correct. It's all right,
Listen,
man.
listen.
You don't have to apologize for being correct.
Cranberry, I love you. I got love for you, man. But you're wrong on this one. It's always going to be on when it comes to Persona. We stand and around these pods. No disrespect will
What
be
about
tolerated.
What about for Persona 4?
We stand
Persona
Yukiko
4.
and Chie.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, you know what?
Yukiko? Like, okay,
She-
Yukiko's a kid. No,
she
she
is-
ate all day, every day. That's crazy.
No.
She wins you over
She-
time.
all
Dude,
day,
Rise,
every
come on.
day.
Say is right there.
No,
Riku-
Riku, this is
what you got, bro.
Rise's whole personality, I swear to God, is just
Ri-
sucking off you. That's it. Senpai. Ugh.
Bro. Every time
do,
she says
do that
senpai,
voice
puts it in her
again.
mouth.
Do that voice again, Pelvic. I just want to have it just for
Oh my God.
Soundboard.
No, I
Crazy. First
Hey,
of all,
look, it's already
Monolith
recorded. That's gonna be turned into a soundboard, baby.
Oh
But
Rise's peak. We all know this, okay?
no. Nope.
She always
ate
has
all
been. She
day,
always will be.
every day.
No,
She's
we
not
don't
peak.
like little boys. We
Lazy.
don't like little boys.
Oh my
Lord.
God.
Talk about it.
She
Talk
is
about it
my
right now.
God.
Talk about it
She
right
is
now.
so cool.
Have you,
Okay.
have you
She is-
seen
yes,
she is
she is-
Fire. She has
Yeah.
a personality.
older
Rise's
she is?
Yes, the personality of a boy.
No,
of a
she
little boy,
doesn't.
yes.
What do you mean?
I mean, she likes meat.
She's sporty.
She's
What
over
do you
there
mean?
punching people, eating meat. Yes, she
What's wrong
sounds
with
like my
eating?
little
I'm
brother.
sorry. What? Okay,
She
I'm
is
sorry.
the
Women
girl next
can't.
door.
Justin, women can't eat meat. If women eat meat, then they're a tomboy. That's crazy. That's wild.
No,
We
if
should
she
get off this podcast.
talking about it
Get off
every
this
single
podcast
day,
right now.
yeah. Like, if that's her like main personality, yes. Meat. Like, okay, you have anything else to
She
offer,
likes
girl? No.
steak. What
She
do you
likes
mean?
kung-
What's
kung
wrong
fu
with liking a
movies.
good fucking
She
steak
lo-
and
if she loves
she's
that
sporty
meat so much.
and oh my lord.
Rise's right
She's
there.
white
Okay,
too.
the men have spoken.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Hey, Val's been awfully
you're
quiet
wrong.
about whose side you taking.
So on to the next topic.
Interesting. He's probably picking like
Yeah.
kanji or something.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's what I
yes,
was
yes,
thinking.
yes.
go.
That's true.
What is
That's
wrong
true.
with
So
that?
here's the thing,
Kanji's
right?
great. I'll accept Kanji as best girl. That's true.
So here's the thing, right? We've mentioned
thing?
all these girls, but no one mentioned Marie.
Naoto?
Can we,
Oh.
No
There's
one
a
needs
reason for
Marie.
that, Q.
Yeah, no one needs Marie.
okay. First of
Even
all,
Even
you
though
in the
juice,
chat,
that's
bro.
fine.
No, nobody's talking about Marie or Naoto, bro.
I
Not a
wife
single person.
I wife with Marie in in
I have
Persona
no
4
doubt.
Golden.
Q, if
I
you like
like
little
with Marie
juice,
and
that
We're
is
not
fine with
surprised.
me.
Okay. I got to stop this madness because the wrong opinions are around here is crazy. We know it's on for Persona 5, Chie and Yu-Gi-Oh! Persona 4, and Persona 3 don't have anybody. So, and
Huh?
Persona starts with 3 anyway, so the other two don't matter.
Yukari and Mitsuru.
Who's that redhead
Did
girl
he
from
say-
Persona 3? I don't know who she is,
Mitsuru.
but I want her.
Queen.
Mitsuru?
How did you not play
Yeah, I'll
Persona
take-
3
I'll
at
take
Riku? They literally made a remake for your motherfucking. Oh my.
It's after
Jesus.
E33. Calm down.
That game came out before
He's been-
Expedition
He's
33.
been saying you'll play Persona
No.
3 when it gets a remake for years.
No.
It's literally been close to a decade at this
One
point.
game at a time, okay? One game at a time.
All right, people. All right. The wrong opinions aside. Any last things on Persona 6 leaks before we wrap this up? Because we kind of got all over the place here.
I like the designs. Looking forward to seeing what 6 is all about. I hope it's somehow an improvement over 5 in every way. I would like it to be
Good
my
luck.
game of the generation, but we will see.
Are we like, pretty? I mean, we haven't seen anything. We just got these leaks and we don't know if they're real. They could be, but they're striking down channels for a reason. But will it be as big as Persona 5?
It could be if the marketing's there.
It could be. And we could get in like twice the amount of annoying people. So that'd be cool.
I think considering the times that we're in right now, I think Persona 5 came at a perfect time because when you consider the fact of how many PlayStation 4s were out in the market, how many people were willing to then put up the money and pay for Persona 5 at the time for the cost that it came with that. Games are more expensive now, consoles are more expensive now. We don't know if there's going to be a new console next year, and if there is, how many people are going to get it, and
Why
then
is it
on top
next
of that,
year?
how many? Well, isn't it next year? Isn't that what Blake said? Or am I mistaken?
Yeah, it's coming out next year.
If it comes out
No,
next year,
I mean, no, you said new console next year. What?
I said we don't know if there might be. I never said there is. I said we don't know. I don't know what might happen. But at
I
the end of the
don't think we're
day,
getting a PS
considering
whatever number next year. I'm pretty confident on that.
considering the current cost of a PlayStation 5 right now and the current cost to buy new games, I don't know if people are good if it's gonna have similar sales to 5. I think 5 was in a
I
perfect time
I
when
really do not
gaming
think
was
that
a
is a
much more.
factor.
You don't
Like
think
at
gaming
all.
is less
No.
affordable right now, and so it's gonna affect
I
the
don't think that's
sales
a factor for
of
Persona
Persona 6.
6. I think the factor is that we
I
didn't
think it
have any
will
RPGs at the time, and this game was like
because
lightning in the bottle.
with Persona 5, you had a lot of people who were not RPG fans that jumped in on Persona 5, right?
Correct.
And that was at a time when a PlayStation 4 was not that expensive in comparison, and the cost of a PlayStation 4 game was not that expensive. Now, when you consider the cost of a PlayStation 5 and the cost of a PlayStation 5 game, and it could potentially be even more expensive next year by the time this game comes out, I don't think the sales will be the same. I'm not saying it's not going to sell because it's Persona. I just don't think those same people who are on the fringes that might dip their toes into the pond will dip their toes into the pond. I just don't
Well,
think they'll do
you're
it.
speaking from the perspective of people bought a PS4 just for Persona 5. I really don't think
Some
that's a
people did.
substantial number.
I think people did it. I think some people did it. The game won so
Really?
many awards. I think there are people who picked up. I know people who played Persona 5 that have never picked up a JRPG.
Keep in mind too, Persona 5 also launched on PS3, so people who only had a PS3 could still play it.
I
You
just
see?
don't see this being a factor at all.
You think people will pay whatever it is, no matter
I
what,
think
because
people own
Persona carries that
PS5s
rank?
already, PCs, and whatever else this is going to be on. So
I
this
see
is
that
just not
now
a
that's the
concern.
conversation we should be happening. Is this going to be PS5 exclusive, or are they going to put it on PC and Switch?
I think it's gonna be multi-plat. I can't see it just being exclusive
Dude,
in this
just
day and
the
age.
Switch fan base alone, bro. If they got it on the Switch 1, that would be huge for Switch 1.
Yeah,
But,
I think it's
I
gonna
mean,
be
it's been in
Definitely
development for a
multi-plat.
while.
It'll definitely
So.
be multi-plat. The days of Atlas making exclusives are over.
Well, it'll be timed though, because I mean, SMT5, I think was what took 2. No,
I
it was
think-
longer than that. 3
I
years
think
for
the days
Vengeance.
of time. I think the only
There's
people who really
Metaphor,
do timed
SMT5,
exclusive.
Vengeance are all both multi-plat as well, so I don't see why not.
I think the only
Are you guys?
I think the only platform that does timed exclusive now these days is the Nintendo. So if it's going to be
Are you guys?
timed exclusive anywhere, yeah.
Here's the question, right? Are you guys comfortable with? Because I see in the comments someone mentioned about P6 is 100% going to be $100 US.
How?
You guys comfortable with that price?
What?
Look,
They're
since
not
GTA is
GTA.
going.
What?
This that GTA is expected to be around that price range. No, I know a lot of people who are like, whatever GTA comes at, they're just getting it anyway. Do you think it's the same kind of feeling towards Persona 6? Like, is it
Alice is
that?
crazy. I don't think they're that crazy.
Yeah, I don't think Alice has
Yeah.
that kind of clout. I think maybe 80 at most if they could.
The first RPG I could ever see doing that is like FF7 Remake Part 3 or some crap. Like that's the only RPG
Maybe,
that
yeah.
could possibly get away with that right now.
Maybe a mainline Final Fantasy, maybe. That's about it.
I don't know. I feel like JRPGs
Or maybe Pokemon.
are way more. See, Pokemon, Pokemon's the
Ooh,
one
yeah,
that would do it.
refuse
Yeah,
that.
I hate
How long?
Pokemon fans will pay for that.
How
I
long
hate-
do you think it's gonna take until until it's gonna be the standard price that developers or publishers expect from being?
It all
think that's
depends on
only
what
for-
GTA 6 does.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think
And
that's
that's
only
what
for
I'm
games
saying.
on that level. I
That's
don't think
what
that's
I'm
ever going to be
saying.
like
Once-
the norm.
You don't think it's ever gonna be the norm?
Well, keep in
I
mind
mean,
as well.
I didn't
Remember,
think the norm was
Nintendo
gonna
launched
be-
Mario Kart World at like what was it, $90 or something like that? Yeah, no other game has done that.
So they tried.
Mario Kart World was $90.
It was 80.
Oh bloody hell!
The rumor was 90. It was 80 when it came out.
Yeah, it was crazy expensive, and
Still
it's still. I'm
crazy.
pretty sure
I've
it's still
seen
a
that
good
game
price.
on sale. No, I've seen that game on sale. I've seen it on
Oh
sale.
yeah, no,
Not
I
on-
can't sell it in store. No, people don't want it. Not that.
I feel
price.
like
Or they got
Pokemon
it
is
with the
just an
bundle.
exception. Like I feel like Pokemon's not even an RPG. It's not a JRPG. It's just Pokemon. Like it shouldn't even
Yeah,
be in the
yeah.
conversation.
It's its own genre.
Yeah, honestly. All right. Let's move on real quick. Let's do a topic that kind of came up a few weeks ago. So the creator of Final Fantasy was out here in these Twitter streets. You know, Twitter can be a little bit of a wild west place, and you know, there's opinions on Twitter, and Twitter has big opinions on AI. So there was this mock-up AI of a Final Fantasy VI remake, and the creator of Final Fantasy, he liked it. He liked it. He said this looks amazing or something like that. And of course, you know, Twitter got on his ass, and people in general got on his ass. My question to you guys is: do you think this was warranted in any sense of the imagination?
I think that we don't know if he even knew it was AI. That's my thing. Like, did he even know this was AI? Because does the tweet say it? Because if not,
I don't think the tweet did say it.
It's another thing too, where it's just that like people who hate, like it's perfectly fine to hate AI. I mean, it's ruining a lot of things, understandably, but to like jump down someone's throat who innocently was like, "Oh, this is a pretty cool idea. I like what I'm seeing." I I just think it's too much
Especially
of
when
an
he
overcorrection.
created it, huh?
Yep. And I've had to deal with these types of people before where you mention anything about AI and immediately they flip personalities and they want you dead. Like just it's okay to hate it. It's fine. It's bad, but like be human.
like, and I can have a
I
whole
think- I
discussion
think- I
on
think the
this
thing
with
is-
what happened in the SRW community recently. But
Yeah, oh don't get
Maybe
me
later.
started. Oh my gosh, dude. Bunch of freaking losers, I swear.
I think the thing is that a lot of people are just really, really sensitive when it comes to stuff like that, and um, and they're just waiting for something to trigger them. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what it is; they'll just find something to just be upset about.
Is he bot now?
Yeah,
Or is it just me?
Yeah, sorry, what?
okay, sounds fine to me.
Oh, okay. I thought he was sounding a little bit crazy. Go ahead, Q.
I sound a bit crazy.
He just sounds crazy organically. There's nothing wrong with him. This is all him.
No, I'm talking about
Go
his
on,
like.
Q.
I thought there was a connection issue.
No, yeah, no, he's crazy.
Crazy.
Bloody hell!
Yeah,
I must apologize, but if I sound weird right now, I've lost my voice. I've been shouting and screaming
I couldn't tell.
all weekend long.
At the missus? Oh
you can-
no.
No. My football team, we won.
No siding. Just let's stay on JRPGs. Let's go.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
so let me tell you something. I was born like on this day 2 years ago, and anyway, I'll do no backstory thing.
hold up. He does sound messed up. Is it just me? He sounds a little bit messed up.
I feel like he sounds like slightly robotic, but
Yeah, he's got like
I still understand him.
it's
Yeah,
also
well,
just
do I
his
sound like
voice is a
All
little,
right,
is a little
chat.
scratchy because he.
All right, chat. Should we kick Q off the podcast? Let us know.
That's
in the comments.
crazy.
What up?
Wait, why have you been
That's
waiting for
escalated.
that?
Good lord.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this is a little bit blown out of proportion. I mean, if you live on the internet, you can probably tell what AI is and what it isn't. He's probably not that familiar with how AI looks. So he was probably just impressed by it, and you know, people just go crazy because AI bad. AI is so bad. I think AI has its uses. It does suck that you know all the data centers and making RAM go up and whatnot, and taking people's jobs and whatnot. Even I'm afraid that AI is going to replace my job, but you know, it has its uses here and there. And it's just because somebody likes it, it doesn't mean you have to go too crazy when someone thinks it's a little bit impressive. You know. Even so, like for the trailer itself, I don't even care for how it looks. I don't think it looks that great anyway. But a lot
It
of
just
people,
makes me wish Final Fantasy VI remake was real. That's all.
I mean, it does look does look okay, but I feel like you know it looks a little bit too AI-ish to me. Like if it
I, was
looked
like,
like
I hadn't seen it, and I just seen the way Kefka looked. I was like, oh, that's AI.
yeah. But yeah, I think the Twitter is just blowing it out of proportion. But a lot of people seem to like it. 8.6 million views, 7.5K bookmarks, 24K likes, a lot of retweets.
I think you have to remember people that go feral for AI like that, like negatively, are in a vocal minority.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Because
Because
I'm defending it before anyone takes me out of context.
yeah. I see a whole bunch of AI art on my timeline, and then I see all the likes in the world for it. So people don't care if it's AI generated. They
Oh,
just
yeah,
like
people
it.
have Patreons of just AI art, and people pay for
Dude,
it.
freaking what is it? Lost my train of thought. Continue.
But I don't think I heard pelvic on this particular subject. What do you think, pal?
I am definitely on your like definitely agree with your opinion. I think people are like losing their like just you retweet something that's like AI. They talk to you like you're the devil, that you're like, the Hitler of the week. You're the, like I just
Hitler
think
of the
it's
week is
too
crazy.
well, but they jump down your throat. They're like, how could you support?
No, I get
like
it.
they
I
guilt
get it.
trip you. They like
I have
come
a
at you
coworker
and
like
like
that.
listen,
Yep.
man. Again, I'm not some like AI lover or anything like that. But seeing this, I truly believe like, some aspects of this. I'm like, yeah, it's clearly AI. But some of it, I'm like, yo, if this was like first build stuff, like specifically like Tara walking through like the first town, I forgot the snow town and stuff like that. I think people would have genuinely lost their mind. Like and like genuinely lost their mind if that's like what the new Final Fantasy like 6 remake would look like. I think people would be happy. I think people would be ecstatic. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
I
So
would say
I
this.
and
Do you remember the Final Fantasy IV opening, the remake opening, the one that was a CG?
DS, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think this is too far off from that.
that's what I'm saying.
Not
That's like
too
my
far.
point. Is I
Yeah.
don't think like
Yeah.
certain things look very clearly AI. Okay, like again, Kefka. I think any like was it Setzer or whatever, like stuff like that. But like Setzer's motion, for example, like when he like twirls the card in his hand and then looks at the camera and showing like I don't know, like Ace of Spades or some shit like that. Like oh that seems like a cool thing to do, right? You see Locke looking over in like a town. Hey, he's a thief. He's probably planning his next or whatever. You see Edgar and all of his armor and shit looking good as fuck, save for like his face. Like that does look like AI. Sabin looks ridiculous to me. Sabin is by far the most ridiculous one with the train and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
I know for a fact if
Yeah,
like
that train was AI.
yeah, like some of it does look ridiculous. Okay, I don't think anyone's like contesting that. But I think for like if this was just like again just a generic AI build, I think there's like a lot of cool shit that could be pulled from
There's
here.
potential.
That yeah, just like potential. That's all. Sure, of course there is problems with AI. I don't contest that. Yes, we have the issue of like environment and stuff and taking people's jobs. I'm all agreeing with that, but I just don't think this gives us the right to like just absolutely bash the creator. I feel like I don't know what it is. It really does bother me on a broader scale that people's humanity just goes out the window when someone disagrees with them on
Yep.
something. Like they just forgot that Hironobu Sakaguchi is the creator of hundreds of thousands of people's childhood favorites. And whether even if he did know that it's AI, I mean, does that give us the right to be like, oh fuck you, you piece of, how could you? You're the worst. You're Satan. You're I'm like, what the like, whoa.
And the
All
thing
he
is
said
too,
he liked it.
I bet at least like maybe even half of those types of people aren't even necessarily against AI. They're just specifically looking for the next thing to be angry about.
I
That's
agree.
Some people are
As
very
Maz
loyal.
was saying in the chat, people don't even know the differences between AI. They just hear AI and lose it.
Yeah,
And
I agree with that
also
too.
another
Yep.
really good point too. I'll never forget. Like Riku like hit me with the test. He's like, he showed me some piece of media. He's like, is this AI or not? And I said, I
I
don't
like
know.
to do that with you.
So that's why he gave me whatever, and I said I don't know, and I was the only person who answered correctly. Like not even like I knew or didn't know. It's just or knew like yes or no. It was I don't know because some of the AI stuff I've seen, like this is obviously AI to be sure, but there's some things where I'm like, oh, well shit, I didn't know that. And there have been other tests too of there was this guy, oh my god, he showed people a picture of some painting and they're like, is this real or is this AI? Everybody said it's AI because of the brush strokes. That's how brush strokes look, or the colors off, or blah blah blah, and it was the real painting. So I think even some people can't even tell. Like this is an exception. This is obviously AI, okay? But I do agree that people just hear AI and they just lose their shit. They don't have critical thinking, or sometimes you just don't know. You just don't know. There are artists who just kind of have like an AI vibe to them. Because I told Riku he showed the piece of media he showed me. I was like, honestly, if I don't know, but if it was AI, I wouldn't be surprised. And if it isn't AI, well, then holy shit, this is amazing. Like it's just kind of my stance on it.
I think it was that that One Piece clip.
Yeah, it was a One Piece clip. But
Yeah.
the point is, it was like a fan art thing, whatever. And it looked good. Like, frankly, even if it was AI, the fact is, it looked good. I hate to, but that's like kills me because people say, oh, it has no human emotion. It but they can't even tell. you know. And again, AI pulls from what? Humans. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like,
Be careful, pal. The people gonna come at you. People gonna be like, "Oh, you love AI? I can't believe you."
I don't and love AI. So, but you know what though? I'm gonna be real. Those are the people who are, you know what, weed them out. Then it sucks to say, then just weed them out. If you guys don't have critical thinking and can't truly digest what I am saying, that I'm not a lover of AI. But the fact is, people cannot truly. Some people, you know, can't truly tell the difference between some things. Some things are more obvious than others. Yes, I agree. But I'm not with it. I'm not with it. And if people want to be offended or hate me or be like, look at her, she said that, like, read them out. All right, you know what? Then please unfollow me. That's fine. I understand.
The door's there.
Let's yep. Mute me, block. Do what you got to do, and let's just kindly move our separate ways. You know,
I do agree with you when you said I feel like the average person can't really tell, because I see on my commute to work, and I work in the city. I work in New York City, and I see billboards and I see posters in the trains, and I'm like, that is definitely AI, but nobody really minds. Before there was like maybe a couple months ago where it was like clear that AI had a style, and everybody could tell it was AI because, well, some people would vandalize the poster and stuff like that. But I see the same poster from the same company, and I'm like, that's definitely AI. But you know what? People can't tell the difference. That isn't AI yet. AI is getting really good at its job, and it's getting faster and faster at getting good. And before we know it, next year, it's going to be doing some insane things. And it's going to be one of those things that people are just like, we're going to have the minority that hates it, and eventually they're just going to accept it. Not that they like it. They're just going to be like, it's part of everyday life now.
Yep.
Yeah, I get like. Anyways, back to the main point. Do I think people, you know, absolutely like dogged on Sakaguchi for no reason? Yeah, like I think people overreacted. I think people just needs to take a chill pill. Not dog on them. It's fine to have an opinion of like, hey, Sakaguchi, this is AI, and I think, you know, with real human artists, it would be even better. You know, I'd be like, oh, okay, I feel like that's a fair point. You know, but some of the comments I saw were quite disrespectful, and I don't know why we've reached this point online where we speak to people in such disgusting ways, like truly awful.
I think
ways.
we've been at that point for a long time, though. I think
we have. It's just
where people
it's disappointing.
It is
I posted the clip
disappointing
in
to say
the
least.
group chat, by the way, if anyone wanted to watch that clip.
I think I seen that clip a long time ago. That's not I don't.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
No, I had a decent amount of friends who said, "Oh yeah, this is AI because look at the dynamic camera. The camera doesn't spin that much in actual animation."
Oh, I've seen this before.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But, see, that's what I'm talking about. People justify it. They're like,
Yeah,
oh, see, the
people
camera doesn't do that. The same thing with
Mhm.
like the paintings one. Oh, the brush strokes wouldn't move that way. Nope, this was the real painting. The brush strokes definitely, like, you know. And it was interesting. And I get it. You know, take everything with a grain of salt. Not everyone believes everything online. You know, I don't know. I just. Even if it is AI, guys, I just don't think that's how we talk to people online. You know, I reading some of the comments in the chat, you know, agreed. That's that internet mentality. It really is that mob mentality, you know, strength in numbers, that, you know, oh, look, everybody says this, so everybody must be right. Like other things too. Think about do you remember when that graphics card came out? There's like an AI mode or something like that, you know? And people like lost their mind. And I'm not gonna lie, I think most of the stuff looked pretty bad. There was like a few where I was like, actually, I don't think this looks.
Oh right, when they were showing off DLSS 5 and it was adding the AI filter, to Resident
which
Evil
I think
characters,
is, like,
and I was like,
yeah,
this I wouldn't use. I just don't think there's any reason to.
Right.
If it's not giving me more FPS, I'm not going to use it.
but like people, it was interesting. What was interesting to me about that, like obviously people were like backlash and hated it, and that's fine, whatever. But there was this one outlet, I forgot their name, but they said that, wow, it looks good and it's great and blah blah, like they spoke positively about it, and then they got backlash, and then so they backtracked and they were like, they said something to the effect of, hey, we should have waited till we saw what the public was saying and then give our opinion, you know?
Crazy.
We should have sided with you guys. Yeah.
Correct. Implying that, like, oh, we should just to stay in favor, which I think this brings up a whole other issue, by the way, of content creators just saying, you know, what's right, what's positive, you know, the right thing to say. You know, what we're saying right now about AI would probably get us dogpiled and hated and da-da-da. And I'm like, no, again, none of us here are like, God, we just love AI. AI is so great. Like, this is the future, everybody. You know? I don't think anyone's saying that, but it's just interesting that now I feel like I truly believe on God, a lot of people
I work on
use
games and I speak to
ChatGPT and
devs
other
and
AI.
think
The
the
only one I
adverse
really
reaction
know
is
is
fear.
ChatGPT,
A lot
but
of
I
us are
believe a
scared
lot
they're
of
going to
people
take our
use it.
jobs and
Like
just
even
kill
people who purport to hate
Funny you
100%.
it.
mentioned that.
generative
I have
AI
a
is taking
few
from hard work
coworkers
from what
slash
people already
employees who are
made.
in college. Every single one uses ChatGPT to do their college work.
Which is
It's actually
wild.
Oh,
insane.
Oh yeah,
But that's
absolutely.
it's
but
100%.
like it was like
It's
it's interesting. Like I mean, for things I didn't even think to use ChatGPT for. Like that wouldn't even like be on my radar. So I watch Pop the Balloon or Find Love. It's like my guilty pleasure, right? But one girl was like talking about her experience on it, and I guess like she's like I was watching her video, and she said that she used ChatGPT for therapy, and I was like, what? Like it didn't even like
yeah.
occur to me that was like a thing people would use ChatGPT for. I was like, what is going on? You know, I
Probably
think
not
it is
surprised. That's wild.
widely used. Like I think people who just say they hate it and I'll purport they all I think a chunk of people use it. I think a chunk.
Oh, definitely, it's definitely a large portion of people. Even at my job, our IT department said that there was one day just came in and said, "Look, you need to use AI for everything we use in the office. Pretty much every department uses AI for something or the other." And I mean, partially it's because the company doesn't want to hire too many people, I guess. So if everyone has AI, they can have a smaller team. But at the end of the day, it's used widely, among our teams, and it is what it is.
All
Just live with it.
right. Blake.
We got a super chat from Cranberry with a $20 super chat. Thank you, oh so generous Cranberry, sir. I work on games and I speak to devs and think the adverse reaction is fear. A lot of us are scared they're going to take our jobs and kill creativity, and generative AI is taken from hard work from what people already made. See, the thing is,
he's not wrong exactly.
That fear.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
understand that fear because at the end of the day, there are a lot of people who have lost their jobs specifically to AI. There have been a lot of people who, hey, I'm in a job and the company finds a way that they can do with AI and they say, okay, cool, we don't need you anymore. So I get the fear. I just think with regards to what Pal was saying, we could talk to each other better than this. We don't have to just jump at each other and be disrespectful and rude because of the fact that we're scared. I think we can just as easily as say, hey, you know what? I'm afraid of losing my job, and this is something that creates problems for all of us in the industry. That can be said in a very respectful way, and people can resonate with that. But when you go and you disrespect people and all that kind of stuff, all it does is builds walls between us, and then just creates more problems. It doesn't help.
Yeah.
I completely agree. And actually, to your point, Cranberry, you say a lot of them are scared of. I'm sorry. Let me reread your thing. So, are you saying you're afraid AI is going to take your jobs, or you're fear that if you use AI, then the people essentially
Former.
are taking your jobs?
Not the first one.
Oh, the AI. Oh. I wonder if, because I genuinely wonder if AI though could. I feel like AI could be used in like harmony, and obviously I do think AI needs to be regulated and all that stuff. Don't get me wrong, but I think of stuff like Expedition 33, like they got a lot of shit from some people for using like generative, but it was like a placeholder, and people were just eating them alive for that. And I wonder, I'm not in the game industry like that in regards to developing games, but I wonder, could it be used like to be helpful instead of them designing a placeholder? They just, generative AI, we need, I don't know, these dimensions, these textures. Let's just see how it looks like as a mock-up. Is that?
I think
Several
the thing is
devs have
you're
come
looking
out
at
and said that's what they are doing, and they have also gotten attacked because people have
You're-
zero tolerance policy for it.
Yeah.
I think the
that's
thing is
my
you're looking
problem.
at it.
I feel like
I think the thing is, Pal, is that you're looking at it in the ideal way that it can be applied. But I personally know some web developers who design websites that have
Sure.
been essentially fired from their jobs. That have said, hey, we don't need you anymore because the company can now build a website through a few AI prompts. So they choose to do that rather than keep these developers employed.
Oh, listen,
Right.
I'm not saying AI doesn't take jobs or AI can't be misused. I sympathize with that. Like I understand, I am totally sympathetic to that, and I think that's horrible. And of course, I would never be like, yeah, I should just like take people's jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, we were replaced. Like I get that. Hello.
It definitely takes people's jobs, and like I'm finding out from my own job that it's not only going to replace us, because for me, I have to find a way to um, put AI into my workflow so I can pretty much be essential in my job. But it's also going to be very easy to pull up like your work performance under AI because I already do it for my work emails. I just say, you know what? How often am I putting out emails? And the AI Copilot will spit out everything I've done. Tell me how many things I've solved, how many emails I've sent, and it's just going to be so easy for these companies to get like a bird's eye view of every single person's individual performance, and they could say, you know what, we don't need this person. This person, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that, or she doesn't do this, she doesn't do that. You technically don't need them, so bye, get them out of here, or something like that. And it's only going to get better. It's only going to get more concise, more precise, and more accurate. So it is what it is, and it kind of sucks, but yeah.
No, I understand, and I feel terrible about that is true.
Okay, I think the moral of the story is people went crazy over Sakaguchi liking this one AI thing. All right. Let's move on to possibly our last topic because we've been here for almost 2 hours now, maybe an hour and a half. Let's get to some price increases on the GOAT deck. So if you guys don't already know, Steam Deck is my lord and savior. I love my Steam Deck. I can't get enough of it. I think it's one of the best things ever. I put all my old games like PS2, PS1, N64. I have played so many games on that Steam Deck. It's not even funny. Then the ease of access to do it is just so great. Oh man, I love it so much.
Did you hear that, Nintendo? He's stealing.
I don't know what you're talking
about. Crazy.
But
crazy.
Yeah. So, but my Steam Deck, my GOAT deck, I cannot recommend to anybody at this point. So the 1 terabyte model of the OLED Steam Deck went from $649 to $949, almost $1,000 plus tax. That is absolutely ridiculous. And they made this a price increase because, I guess market conditions and RAM data centers from what we were just talking about before AI. And it's just insane that this went up by this much. It's starting to look like, the Nintendo Switch 2 is really the better buy. And almost any other thing is better than getting the Steam Deck.
I would say this much. I'll say this much to that whole thing because I don't like the fact that the Steam Deck price has gone up. And like you, Shadow, I love my Steam Deck. It's always in my backpack at work. And it's one of the things where it saves me a lot when I go on holiday because I can take my games and I can play whenever I want, however I want with it. It's a great device. And similar to you, I can't recommend that price point. I think it's too expensive. That being said, I think this whole price, and this is what I was kind of getting at earlier in the podcast when I was mentioning the whole PlayStation thing. The prices of consoles and everything tech is going up. The prices of phones, the prices of... I got RAM the other day. This is just RAM for my computer, and I had to buy DDR4 because DDR5 is ridiculously too expensive. I would love to upgrade my system to DDR5 right now. It would be absolutely amazing. I cannot afford to buy DDR5 RAM. It's too expensive right now. And that is everything across the board, from a new graphics card to a new processor. Pretty much everything PC-wise is expensive right now. And so the fact that the Steam Deck's price went up, I don't think it's necessarily Valve's fault in the sense that, they're money hungry and they want to make as much money as possible. I think the cost for them, for the raw materials to actually make the device has gone up, and they have raised the cost because of that. Because when you look at the Steam Deck, and you should notice, Shadow, those things sell out almost immediately when they go into stock, almost immediately, at least before.
Yep, and it's sold out. And
when you sell something out completely out of stock, you have to restock. And if you go back to your suppliers and you're buying equipment from them and the prices go up, you have to raise the price. I work in an industry where we sell machines to other companies, and when the prices go up first, we tell our clients, hey, the price has gone up, we're going to have to raise this price by this amount accordingly. And the cost of... Sorry?
Nothing. Wire reference. Too young.
But at the same time, At the same time, I can understand why the price has gone up, despite the fact that I disagree with the fact that it's that expensive. I don't want it to be that expensive. I wish it was a reasonable price, but I can understand why the price has gone up because if you look at every console in the market and you look at every tech device right now, the prices are just skyrocketing and it's not slowing down. They just keep going up and up and up and up. And that's the situation as it is. So if you didn't get a Steam Deck earlier, I don't think you're gonna get one anytime soon. I think you've officially been priced out and you're not gonna get one. That's just it.
Yeah, pretty
If
much. There's no
only-
way.
If only there was a handheld that they at
Oh,
least told
God.
you was going to go up in price. My thing with this is that so Xbox put their stuff up in price and they were like, you guys have like a month. Like, okay, cool. Sony gave people a week. Steam didn't give anybody any time, which is
Steam didn't have
strange.
stock before it went up though. It didn't have stock. It was just not there. And
Really,
because
really, Q?
everything sold out.
Really?
Xbox and all these other
Really?
people had stock. They
Okay,
because their
so
systems
you're
won't sell like
telling me
Steam.
Valve had no idea that when they went to go, okay, we're gonna go buy our Steam Deck now. Oh, it costs this much more? Huh, that's strange. Oh well, we'll let them know. Like you're telling me Valve had no inclination whatsoever that their Steam decks were gonna have to go up in price.
I think they were hoping to probably I'm not. This is not me just defending Valve, but I'm saying I think they were hoping that maybe the market prices would have probably gone up because look at the Steam machine. That shit was supposed to come out early this year. It's
Oh
not out yet.
no! I got words for the
It's
Steam
been
machine, bro.
delayed.
There's a reason that they are not telling you all the price because they raised the price of the Steam Deck as a test to see what
They
y'all would
lubing you
react
up,
to as.
baby. Get all the loot
How
ready.
how the hell are they going to be able to sell those Steam machines at the price point that is possibly
Oh,
going to come out at? It's
they're
not going to
not.
sell.
The thing is, too, they said in an article with the Steam machines that they were selling the Steam decks at a loss to get it into more people's hands. But they said with the Steam machine they will not be doing that. Now, mind you, that was months ago. I don't know if they still share that same sentiment, but either way, we're probably looking at like a 1,300 USD machine. Like
It's not. This is the long. You know what's the thing, Blake? This is the longest that I've seen Steam Decks because I'm on the Steam page right now. This is the longest I've seen when you go to the buy page that they're in stock with pretty much every model of the Steam Deck that they have on sale right now.
Right, the only thing that's
In the
selling out
past,
now
you
is
could
their-
they
Oh,
would
I
disappear.
thought it sold
instantly.
out. I thought it sold out. It's in stock?
It's not. I'm literally seeing them in stock right now. It says buy now, have it in 3 to 5 days. There's a Steam Deck OLED 512 model and the 1 terabit model OLED. They're both in stock. I haven't seen them in stock in ages.
Wow, I thought it was really out of stock.
As
Okay.
far as I know, the day the price went up is when they got their shipment in. So I think they've just been in stock
Yeah.
since the price went up.
Yeah, because no one's buying it at this price point.
It's just even the freaking
Still
what is it
stock.
the Xbox ROG Ally or whatever is also like up at that price. It feels like all these PC handhelds have just exploded in price.
Yeah, but hasn't the PlayStation 5 gone up? The Xbox has gone
And
up.
the
The
reason everything
Nintendo
is so
Switch is
Oh,
going
yeah,
to go up. They're all going to go up.
because of
The
AI,
PlayStation,
because
so the
data
Switch is going to
centers are
$50,
buying up all the
which I
RAM
mean
to
isn't
power
that
that
much in
AI.
comparison.
But that bubble is
The
expected to
PS5s,
eventually
I don't know about. I can only speak on Canadian prices because I'm not American. But
Hold
the
on, guys. We got
PS5s
some
went
super
up-
chats going on here.
Ooh.
Hold on.
We got a super chat from Cranberry with a $10 super chat saying, and the reason everything is so expensive is specifically
Get ready
because
for
of
$1K
AI,
plus
because
dollar
data
Steam
centers are
machine.
buying out all the
Open that
RAM to
wallet.
power that AI, but the bubble is expected to eventually pop. I don't like the way you said eventually, Cranberry. I'm going to eventually die. I'm gonna eventually, own a yacht. I'm gonna eventually, meet Shadow in New York on a train. Like, there's a lot of these things that can happen tomorrow,
On
or
a train in
can
Pakistan.
happen in like 20 years. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's like people waiting for like the trading card bubble to pop as well. It just keeps going up, dude. It just keeps getting bigger.
Yeah,
I think there's an
No, but he's
I
right
think
about
there's an
AI.
inevitable.
He's right.
I think there's going to be an inevitability about it because at the end of the day, AI is going to be sticking around for some time. I'm 100% sure it's going to be part of our lives going forward. But that being said, I think when you price things to a point where people cannot sustain it anymore, it will crash. Something's going to pop at some point because you can have things you can try to take the price up as much as possible, but there has to be a point where you can't go any further. Look at the Xbox when they kept raising the price of Game Pass bit by bit by bit, inevitably it got to a point when Microsoft had to say, "Oh crap, we can't keep selling this price. We have to bring it back down." Right? No, they didn't bring it back down to a good price. It was still shit. But at the end of the day, they couldn't keep going up. At some point, something's gonna have to give, and people don't have infinite money.
I hope it crashes.
There's less and less
It really needs to crash. This is getting ridiculous. Like the amount of stuff that are just going up in price. Like we talked about earlier with the computer parts queue. RAM that was like I built a PC recently and the RAM I got was for like 400 maybe, and that was bad enough as it was, but I had to actually return the RAM at one point because I thought something was wrong with the RAM. So I returned the RAM. I saw that now that same RAM is going for $1,000. That same one.
Oh shit!
I was like,
You
what the
kept the
fuck?
RAM and sold it.
Yeah, I had to take a loss on that one because I couldn't tell if it was the RAM or the motherboard, but it's just ridiculous. But yeah, another super chat.
We got another super chat from Ace Breaker with $2 super chat saying, "Get ready for the 1K plus Steam machine. Open that wallet." Hey man,
Yeah.
my wallet is shut. I just did some upgrades to my PC a few months back. I just replaced my CPU. That was the main thing. But aside from that, I do not have the funds to be acquiring a Steam machine. As cool as the novelty would be,
I would say
the thing is I didn't like my Steam Deck, so I don't think I'd like the Steam machine.
How dare you?
Yeah,
Hey,
because,
man,
because you don't know how to like good things, Blake. But that's beyond the point.
Look,
what
man.
I would say
Look.
No.
We're not gonna.
I will say, Blake,
step that.
for the people out there who want a Steam Deck, look at the used market and hope that you get lucky, because that's the only way you're gonna get one at this point in time. Look at the used market and hope that the people out there who are selling their used Steam Decks are not just gonna be assholes about it and they're gonna sell at a reasonable price to you. That's it.
I'm gonna say something crazy. I don't think the Steam machine is a user friendly device. Specifically, because if you anyway, specifically, Riku will tell you, I don't give a shit about no troubleshoot gaming. I will troubleshoot everything and I will make anything and everything work just fine. However, them specifically making the Steam OS run on Linux means that if you want to do anything besides run games on that Steam Deck, like if you want to do anything on like the desktop mode or whatnot, good luck, my brothers, good luck. You are not gonna have a good time. I remember just downloading ROMs, which just was a whole. Once it's downloaded, it's fine, but like it was a chore. Transferring files was hard because you can't really transfer things from Windows to Linux without like a conversion tool.
You're talking about the Steam Deck?
How about the Steam Deck? Yeah,
bro, also, it's so easy. What are you talking about? I do it all the time.
I had the generation model. Maybe they fixed it, but that battery life was atrocious, dude. I would get like an hour.
Yeah, if you're playing like current games, yeah. But if you're playing like emulator games, like a GBA game or a DS game or a 3DS game, it lasts you a good while. I should know.
It's just I would think.
We got another super chat.
We got another super chat from Night Fury with the £5 the super chat saying, "I know Shadow is going to let me borrow his Steam Deck on Sundays." That was let me finish speaking. He said immediately, "Hell no."
My Steam Deck is my baby. Okay, I will love and cuddle that. All right.
When your nephew comes over, Uncle Shadow, could I use this?
Hell no! Get out! No.
Here's this freaking
go touch grass. Get out of here.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. Nah, chill. That's my baby right there. I love my Steam Deck. But yeah, Night Fury, I might hook you up. Maybe I don't know. You're a cool dude. I don't know.
What?
We gotta see.
Hook me up though.
Nah, Blake, I can't. Where's your black card? Has it been renewed?
It's in my wallet. Do you want me to show you? It's in my wallet.
Has it been renewed? I don't know if it's been renewed. I don't know if it's been renewed.
My baby boy's been expired.
Whoa. Who said that? But, back on topic, and I will go back to Ace Breaker Super Chat. Yeah, the Steam machine, I think I even told Riku on the podcast that it's perfect for me, that I wanted to have a Steam machine just in my living room so I can easily play my PC games, no problem. And since I played mostly JRPGs, except for Final Fantasy, maybe Dragon Quest, they aren't graphically intensive. So the Steam machine will be able to run any JRPG for the most part at least 1080p, 60 FPS. So for me to have it in my living room and pop it on and be able to play it would be great. But now I'm second guessing it if it's going to cost $1,000. Even though I can't stomach that price. That's going to be too much. I could prepare for some things being a little expensive, but it comes to a point where something is just too expensive and I can't pay for it on principle. So we'll see. We'll have to see what it does if I want to still get one. But yeah, I think the PS6 is going to be $1,000. I think the next consoles are going to be $1,000. There's just no way at this particular point, especially if it takes forever for that AI bubble to burst. Go ahead, Blake.
Isn't the PS5 Pro already like $1,000 in America?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is,
so
and that's the thing. Be
only
ready
gonna
to pay
go up.
$2,000 for a new console or something like that. I just think at this point in time, it's too expensive for a lot of just gaming, and it's got to a point now where I've had some people who are proper serious gamers come and say to me, "Oh, I do most of my gaming through what's this thing called, Nvidia Shield or whatever is the thing
Okay.
called, Nvidia Now, or what, GeForce Now, that's the one. They just use
They stream
they stream it. They pay
I
and they
mean,
stream
if
their
you
games
got
because they can't afford to buy a PC.
if you got the internet connection, then you go right ahead. But
I wouldn't do it. I think it's stupid. I think it's lost money spending money on a subscription to play your games, because if ever you slip on your subscription service, you no longer have access to play your games. I would much rather if I can't afford it, I'd much rather purchase my PC on a credit card and pay all the credit card over time, because it's essentially the same thing as paying to play my games on a streaming service. But at the end of it, I still own my PC at the end of it. Whereas with the streaming service, you don't own anything at the end of it. If you stop paying, you no longer have access. So
and that's another
Yeah.
thing too. We've seen it with like who is it? Amazon Luna. Like they shut down their. I think Amazon Luna just got shut down a while ago. Google Stadia died last year. Like
Yep.
at least if you're playing on something like Game Pass, your save data is still on the device, and if you ever buy that game, you keep the save data. When those consoles shut down, your save data is gone, dude.
And like, if people use Google Stadia, like, what happens to their games? Did Google give them a refund or some shit like that, or?
no, I don't think so.
Sorry, buddy. Bye.
God damn.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
you just picked the wrong team. That's it.
Yeah, it's I don't think I could ever like streaming media is one thing because that's just what everybody does, but like gaming wise, I don't think I could ever, even if I am buying like I'm not like I'll buy physicals when I want to, but like I'm not against buying digitals. Everyone's still afraid, digitals will like, they'll go away eventually, blah blah, but I like if it's I'm still owning it in a bubble technically. It's not streaming. They're not just going to be like, "Hey, wake up, it's gone." Like
Yeah. Okay. So, Blake, you're gonna get your Steam deck back, right? At this new price point, right? Yeah. Everybody. Yeah.
you know what's funny? The guy I sold it to doesn't use it, so I'm sure I could buy it back off him.
Damn. I think you're underestimating that power. You weren't properly utilizing it.
My thing is just like I'm like, what am I gonna play on it that I just don't play on my PC, PS5, or Switch to?
Okay.
But the thing is that
Actually, Blade, do you own a current emulation device at all, like handheld?
A handheld device. I have a 3DS that plays DS and Game Boy Advance games.
Fair.
have you guys seen those emulation sort of like Game Boy looking devices
I
that they
have,
sell
like-
on Temu?
Oh yeah.
Oh, not Temu, but I have a few.
was
My
like,
my
Val-
brother
Val's
bought one
got
from
a few.
Temu, and he's convinced that it's amazing because he's playing all of his old school games and then he's loving it on emulators. I
Yeah,
haven't
they're
got
great.
one, but
I have one that's shaped like a GBA SP, one that's a 3DS, my Steam Deck itself. I have a few.
Shadow, I'm just distracted by every type of. What kind of outfit is Yuffie in, bro? I'm really curious what's going on in these clips, dude. I should not be staring this hard.
why did you have to bring it up, man? I was enjoying this. Now,
You French
well,
now?
let's just relax.
Dude, that Barrett costume is also crazy. Hold up.
What you mean? This is standard stuff. This is default costumes. I don't know what you guys are talking
Shadow,
about.
when you cosplaying Barrett, bro? I've said for the longest time you're gonna look like Barrett, bro. When you can cosplay Barrett.
Nah. Maybe in an alternate reality. I don't know.
Eventually, okay.
Yeah. All right. So that's the price increase on the Steam Deck. I kind of think that's all the topics I got. We can run through some rapid fire
Barrett's
ones real
ass
quick.
is not that big, bro. I swear.
What you mean, sir? It's always been like that. I don't know.
What's going on over there?
I don't know what you're talking
She
about.
got all under her little dress.
What? Huh? Blake,
You
you're
gotta
out of control.
Blake, you gotta understand, Blake. She got a BBL. This is the
Dude,
remaster.
this is friggin' Edu and SMT5 all over again, bro.
Guys,
I'll never forget that. Shadow, you were wild for that.
I don't know what you guys talking about. I don't know what you guys are talking about. This is standard stuff. Like, if you got a problem with this, you got a problem with the original creation. Like, I don't know. But chat, I'm showing some Final Fantasy gameplay. They have some problems with it for some reason. I don't get it. But real quick, the next Tales remaster seems to be hinting at Tales of Eternia.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that actually.
So I think it got like rated in Korea or something like that. It's a strong possibility that's the one. Do we think this one is going to come out and everybody's going to love it, or is it just going to be it's Tales of Eternia, it's amazing, and then silence after a week?
I mean, that's most games nowadays, but I will say I'm very excited for this because I've played Eternia, not all of it to completion, but it's just one of those Tales games where I don't know. I missed my opportunity to like really delve into it when I was younger. So this gives me a perfect excuse to do so. I do like what I have played of it. I like the characters. Raid is a great protagonist. He's been a guest character in other Tales games. So
yeah,
I know I'd be playing it. That's for sure. I'm excited. If it is true.
Did you play Eternia, Pelvet?
I haven't.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I played Eternia way back in the day. I barely remember it. I just remember liking one character's voice. I forgot her name. But if it is
Sarah, green hair girl.
No, it's the dark skin girl. I think
her name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely might have to drop everything and play Eternia again, or maybe just play it on my GOAT deck. I mean, Steam Deck. It's lost GOAT status.
I will say I hope this is a very enhanced remaster. If it is
that is true. Yeah. Or it might just come with the standard grade shop being available during the first playthrough or something like that.
Because I believe
remasters.
There's an enhanced PSP version. I think I know Fantasia has one, but I think Eternia got one as well. Someone can quote me on that. So I hope it's based off of that. If this is a thing and not like the what was it, PlayStation 1 edition.
Yeah, and looking at the gameplay for Eternia, I'm like, it does look dated, I guess, but I'll be able to play it, no problem. As long as they upscale the sprites and everything, the 2D look good, we should be fine. But I wonder why they went with this one instead of like Tales of the Abyss, or somebody said in the chat, "Where's my Tales of Abyss remake?"
I think they are probably playing an Abyss remake because it's like the elephant in the room right now.
It is.
That's the only explanation.
Or it could be a breaking case of emergency for Bandai. It's Bandai, right? Yeah, it's Bandai. Pretty sure it's Bandai.
I can see that.
All right. Let's move on real quick. Non-JRPG topics. Witcher 3 got a new DLC. Is anybody it's getting new DLC rather. Is anybody excited for that?
I'm excited. I just don't know when I'll ever play that. It's pretty cool that's even
The Witcher 3.
Witcher 3 was done years ago, so the fact they're even doing this is kind of like a what moment.
They know Witcher 4 ain't coming out anytime soon.
I mean, hey, Witcher 3 is great. More Witcher 3 is a good thing, so cool.
That is true. So I'm not the only one. I mean, what?
That boy Bao got a freaking Mangekyo Sharingan in his Geralt review. Don't think I forgot about that,
sir.
How dare you use mods?
First PC mod I ever put on, I think.
How dare you disrespect the original vision by using mods? How dare you, Bob? What kind of sick person are you?
Crazy,
Jesus Christ, man! I'd rather use AI.
You want to pull up your SMT5? Actually, come to think of it, it was SMT5, which was only on the Switch, but you were somehow playing it on PC with mods.
Sir, you have no proof.
How did that come about?
You have no proof of this, sir. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, the VOD is still there.
I don't know. Unless I see it, I don't know what you're talking about. So, yeah, you guys are just going crazy with the accusations. I'm surprised, Also, we got a delay for Fable. If anybody cares about that, Fable got delayed.
I can't even say cautiously optimistic about that. I'm just cautious about the new Fable. I want it to be good.
Excited for that?
Was there anyone who was Fable, but this new one is just not doing anything for me so far.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Especially the main protagonist girl, I guess. She doesn't look that.
Girl, I guess is
you can select
awful.
Gender. That's just a placeholder, I think.
She looks awful.
Yeah, I hope so.
Isn't Fable about creating your own character?
Yeah,
it was.
Well, not
a lot of things have changed.
It was more just your route or whatever.
Still never played a Fable game.
I would say you're not missing
Triple
out.
co-op one of the old ones. Pretty fun and short.
Ooh, co-oping a game with Bao? That means, chat, we're gonna go kill and pillage people.
Jesus, what kind of sick people are you? All right. Am I forgetting any topics that we want to go over?
Well, real quick, curious everyone's opinion on this. Blake and I were saying there was a kerfuffle in the SRW community recently. Basically, one of the games got a translation fan-wise, but it was built on AI and then later edited with human hands. So a lot of people were very angry about that. So I'm curious, how do you guys feel about that? Is that a gray zone? Is that a no?
If the AI has been like done where you could, comprehend what it is, like it's not bad, it's not broken English or anything
you can
like
understand it. That's not the issue. It's more of a moral thing. It's people's issue with it.
So wait, the whole thing was just put into an AI, like the script was put into an AI thing, and then they just put it into the game?
Yes, and they improved it. Like they basically used the human part as the proofreading part.
See, I don't think I have a problem.
AI didn't make mistakes.
I don't think I have a problem with that, especially if you do it in a timely manner, because fan translation patches, they take years. They take fucking forever. There are still some games that haven't been translated yet, and I would not mind. I'm sorry, people. I would not mind an AI if somebody just takes the script, put it in the AI, and just I can understand it. I don't mind, especially since AI is probably gonna go 1-for-1 on a translation, which we all like. We don't like taking too much liberties in the translations for things. So there's no SJW and shit and political things being put in there. So why not? And if it's done faster, I don't think I have a problem with that. No.
Especially if it's for a game that is super old and it's never actually going to be like a
Exactly. This is one game like on PSP called Soul Trigger that I always wanted to play on PSP, and they only translated like the first chapter or whatever, and that was it. Everything else was just like the interface in the UI and whatnot. But I really want to play that game. So if somebody wants to go back to that game, put it in the AI, and proofread it and make changes, and does it in a timely manner, I don't mind. I ain't mad at it. It was never going to be translated to begin with.
And I mean, it's another thing too. It's like if you're like playing through the game yourself and you're just using like Google Translate to help you through the game, like that's no different. So
yeah,
it's just, I don't know. I am of the camp that I will take as much as I can instead of gatekeeping the idea of doing something because you think it's morally incorrect. Like I don't see the. And the thing is, too, I was replying because Bao was like, this is super cool, and people were like ripping him apart. So I was like, I'd reply to people and say, okay, you learn Japanese and you do it, and yeah, shut them up real quick because all of a sudden, you don't want to learn Japanese. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, and
as Ace also mentioned, Trails games have also technically done AI with their translations before the.
Oh, really?
Not officially, just the fan translations.
Yeah. Fan translations. When did they do? That's interesting. If they want to do Tales of Hot R, Beyond the Horizon. Oh, okay. No, it's not terrible.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, but if they want to do Tales of Hearts R and put it in a the DS version of Tales of Hearts and put it in like a AI translator, I play it. I ain't mad at it as long as I comprehend it and it's not broken English. I'm not mad at it. That game was never going to come to the States or be localized. So,
and the thing that drives me insane too about specifically those people in the SRW community is that these games have been like story translated online, but their excuse is always, I want it in the game. So this patch put this AI translation in the game, and now all of a sudden it's a problem. Like, just sit down and shut up. Like y'all are. I don't throw this term around.
They want to have
y'all
their
are
cake
LARPing
too.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, as the kids are saying LARPing.
All the kids are saying LARPing now. Yeah.
I think the thing is that this is not being charged for, right? This is just a patch.
Passion
it's
project,
free.
fan made.
I don't see a problem with this as a passion project. And at the end of the day, if you invest in playing this passion project, right? Like you play, because I've played games that have been patched before, and you download the patch because it's only available in Japanese. But when the game comes out in English, I buy the game if I like the game. The game was good. I'll buy the original copy, even though I've already played the patched copy of it. So I don't see a problem with this. It's just it's you're not paying for it. It's not taking someone's job because no one's doing it at that point in time anyway. So why not? There's no problem there.
Yeah. So wait, Bob, people were pissed off that they got a SRW game that was never going to be in English.
Yeah, they were pissed that it was AI translated, and they were saying like it was slop, and if you can keep it, someone said specifically this is worse than having no translation.
Yeah,
What?
that is
Wow.
insane
What?
to me, bro.
Yeah,
Oh
That's-
man,
that's
probably
so
just pull up the
stupid.
tweet. It was kind of recent.
that's
See,
Was the
that's where I think
translation
things get
unreadable?
performative.
Was the translation
I agree.
unreadable?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, the translation, like it's like
I tested it
it-
myself.
it's like machine translated, but the thing is you get the gist of everything. Like it is like a straight translation. You get that dry ass Japanese, but that's
Even
what
some of the
people want.
jokes came through.
Yeah, no,
So they
it's
were just
like
angry for
I
the
I
fact
would
that
say
it was
like it's
what
a
it was.
fully competent way to experience that game now.
yeah.
Just
Again,
don't tell people that that's how you played it.
and
And
again, if
prior to this
it
translation, there was no other proper way to experience this game
exactly.
without you just.
You got a story
what's the
summary
problem?
online. That was it.
Yeah, but that's not a proper way to experience it. You know, like a proper way to experience it. This is the best way right now, so I don't see
Yeah.
the problem. People are idiots.
Other than
That's
learning
basically it.
Japanese, yes.
Now, what if what if we weren't caught up with Trails and we were like 2 games behind and people decide to use AI to translate it and throw it in the game? Would that
They've
be a
already
different
No
done
story?
problem there.
That's
No,
what Ace
there'll
is
be
saying.
no
They've done
problem
that
there.
already.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so they have. So that's how it's being done. But AI wasn't a thing. Which game?
No, but people.
No,
but
they
people-
were using
people-
machine learning, machine translations.
People-
Oh,
I think
it's-
Daybreak
Machine
1, 2, and
translation is
3
just
were-
another way to say AI.
Actually,
Yeah.
I think it started with Reverie. I think was like the first one I had heard Ace mention, but it probably maybe even started before that.
But at the end of the day, people have translated games before in the past, before they've been released officially here in the West, and been satisfied with the fact that, hey, the developers haven't put it out, we have to do something, and we're gonna make it and put it back
Now
out.
the thing
They're
though,
making
see, the
money
thing
off
is,
of it.
I think like with Trails, like with that instance, like people should have been more mad because in order to do this, you'd either need to pirate the game or find some way to. I guess you could access it if you set your Steam to Japan and then go to the Japan store and then download. I don't know how they get these copies, but like you more or less just need to pirate the game, which is with these old SRW games. These games are long outside of like being sold, so it's less of an issue in that
But
sense.
even with piracy as well, Blake, like there have been a lot of studies on this that piracy helps with sales of games. So, like for example, they've done some studies where they've looked at this developer basically making sure that their game it's impossible to pirate their game, and they lose sales. They lose sales because a lot of people play a game pirated first, enjoy that game, and then they go and they buy that game. You introduce because most of the people who
How
will,
often
who
do
will
people
not buy
really
your
do
game,
that? I don't know if people
Well,
often do
I
that.
I think it's more
I
than you
think
think.
I think
actually.
I
I've
think
heard
a lot I think a
speak
lot of people
about
do
this.
it.
It happens more than you think.
I would
And
argue
the other thing too,
For a lot
Like
of
that
people,
people
they do.
don't buy games
I-
because they can't
I
pirate
think
them.
that
No,
I
what
think the
people
thing is
do, they'll
I think
pirate to like test the game before they commit money to it.
exactly.
I feel like
And
if you
think
pirate the
I think
game,
that's
you
the
got
big
it for
thing.
free. Why would you?
I think-
Because you want to support the
I-
dev, you just don't have the money to like, this sucks and now I can't get my money back. So a lot of people.
Because the
I-
thing is the people who don't want to buy a game will just never buy it, whether or not they can pirate it or not. They just won't buy a game even if you make your game that it's impossible to pirate your game. They'll just never buy your game anyway. They were never going to buy it in the first place.
I
And the
forgot what
people who are
Dev
willing
spoke about
enough
this,
to buy
but
your
Dev
game,
has
they'll
like
buy it.
confirmed that this is a thing.
Yeah,
So if they
piracy.
can't
keep in
pirate-
mind keep in mind as well something that companies have been doing now to counter piracy is like having stuff like de novo, which actively worsens the performance of your game. So it's
It
like
does.
though that drives me insane. Like it was, what was it, something to do with Monster Hunter Wild's performance was tied to the game checks every couple of seconds if you have DLC installed or not. So if you buy all the DLC, Monster Hunter Wilds will run better for you. I don't understand what Capcom was thinking, but
That's crazy.
yeah.
Whoa.
So
That's
it's like I don't know, and just de novo cases in general when they've gone. I think this happened in Resident Evil 4 remake. I don't think it launched with de novo, but they patched it in, and then I think the game like gets like actively you lose like 20 to 30 frames on average, like playing the updated version.
Jesus.
So because okay, wow, that's crazy. I'm kind of stunned. Not gonna lie.
And chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was Resident Evil 4, but I just know there's multiple cases of them adding that type of software in an anti-piracy software, and it actively worsens performance of the game.
But that's not even
Oh, 100%.
anti-piracy, no? That's just like you didn't buy all of like the complete package.
Well, that's just specifically a glitch. I say glitch.
That-
I hope it's a glitch, specifically tied to Monster Hunter Wilds. That's not like the usual.
Yeah, because the thing is that the nouveau in general does affect gameplay performance in pretty much every game that it's in, but it's in a lot of games now, especially multiplayer games, because of the fact that developers they basically think that, hey, you know what, we're not gonna be able to stop them from pirating the game, just indefinitely, but hopefully we can slow it down during the launch week of a game, and then we can get as much sales during that week. But the thing is that why leave it in though? If you're hoping for the early sales, why leave the bloody thing in there?
Yeah, Ace said Resident
Why?
Evil 8's de novo cut performance in half at launch. In half. So if you were
In
getting
half,
120 performance, you went down to 60 or 60 down to 30.
Ew.
That's insane.
That's unplayable right there.
Okay, I have a question. Why don't companies just release demos then? Do they not?
Oh, they
Like,
do.
I
They
mean,
do some do demos, but the thing is that I think sometimes the demo doesn't, because the demo is a slice of a game. Sometimes the demo doesn't give you enough of a feel for a game to some extent. I'll put it this way: there was a game that I played pirated, years ago when I was younger. It was called Inazuma 11, and the reason I pirated it was because of the fact that it wasn't available in my region at the time, but it was available in another region, and I pirated it from that reason. But I enjoyed the game. It was a great JRPG. It was a sports JRPG and really, really nice. Enjoyed the hell out of the game. When the game finally came out in my region, I bought a copy for myself and I bought a copy for a friend of mine that wanted to try it out. And I didn't even think about it. I was just like, look, I need to support this game. I need them to make more of these games. So I'm going to buy this game. I'm going to put my money on it and I'll purchase that game. Right? This was despite the fact that I pirated the game originally. The first time I played it was a pirated copy because that was the only way I could get to play it, and I really wanted to play that game. And I've done that with quite a few games where I've been unable to have access to it in my region or for whatever reason. And then once, if the game was good, I'm gonna buy a copy of it when it's available for me to purchase a copy of it. And I think it's as simple as that. I think it's the same even like for
It's
people who
really,
read manga.
I'm sorry, Q. It's really not as simple as that. There are people out there that want to penny pinch any way they can, and they don't want to pay for goddamn shit, and they will steal everything under the sun if they have the
Yeah.
ability to do so.
I feel
Okay,
like
No,
those-
but
let's not sit here. Let's not
the thing
sit
is,
here. Let's not sit here and pretend like those people aren't out there.
again, you have to consider it this way, right? And this is the same thing with the studies that they've done on this whole topic. The people who will not pay will just never pay ever. It doesn't matter how bad you make the product. They're never going to pay. So why are you catering to them? What you should be catering to is the people that will potentially be willing to pay for your product. Make your product as good as possible. It's the same reason why Steam did so well for so many years. They made a service that was really, really good and people were willing to pay for it. It's to the point that no matter what other service has come out, whether it's GOG, whether it's Epic Game Store, whether it's the Microsoft Game Store, whether it was EA when they made their own game store, people stuck with Steam because Steam created a product that people were willing to pay for. It was really, really good. And that's despite the fact that it has flaws. But Steam
Here's my
has a
response.
product that is
Here's my
really good.
response to that.
And I think the people who don't want to pay to use Steam or any kind of service, they never will. They'll just pirate for the rest of their lives, and that's that.
I think once again, there's two different types of people. I feel like there is the type of person that you're talking about that they were never going to pay for it anyway. But then I also
Yeah.
think there are also people who would have paid it if they didn't have a way to get it for free. I think we all
You
can
think so?
agree. If
You
there,
think there are
yes,
people who
I think
avoid
I yeah
buying?
yes, I
Wow.
think there are people. I think
Do
it's
you
fair
think
to
they're
state.
large? Do you think they're a large enough portion then? If it, like, because
I
everything is
don't. I
possible.
can't.
Do you
I
think?
I I can't answer that question in particular because obviously
because the studies that they've run on this particular topic, when they found a way to make sure people don't pirate a particular product, the product sales go down, they tank. They don't get better, they get worse. And if we consider, for example, and I'm pretty sure quite a bit of you in the chat can attest to this. How many people in this chat are fans of anime or manga and have watched anime and read manga and watched anime on some kind of dodgy website or whatever in the past?
Sir, I
But
have a
when it's possible
Crunchyroll
to
subscription. I do not do that for anime. I respect
Oh,
anime too
hell
much.
no.
but
Oh, hell no, I ain't
but
paying for
when
that
it's
shit.
but when it's possible to get access to it, you purchase it. Like I started reading One Piece as a teenager through Scanlation. I'm an adult and I have a bloody library of One Piece books on my shelves because now I can afford to buy bloody One Piece. But as a teenager, I couldn't buy One Piece. I couldn't afford buying manga novels. Now I can buy all the manga I want, and I do. And I think that's the thing. At the end of the day,
I
especially a
think
lot of young people can't afford. A lot of young people can't afford to buy stuff. Like no, not the same way as an adult who has a job and can afford to buy it. But once they're old enough and they've become a fan of a series, they're willing to spend their money on it.
I think there's
That
a lot of variations that we're talking about here.
I do feel like I'm with
Okay.
Riku. I think the people that don't pay for it and they're just trying to get over is just they far outnumber the people that respect the work. They're like, oh, I generally wanted to try it and then I'll buy it. I think the people, the scumbags, basically, they exist in droves and they'll just pirate as much stuff as they can.
I feel like if you really like a game, you will find a way to get your hands on it, whatever the case, whatever the case may be. So if there wasn't a way to get it for free, that person, if they really wanted to play that game, they will eventually get it, whether it would be on sale or pre-owned or brand new. They will eventually play that game. Like I said, I'm talking about I'm once again I'm saying that there are a variation of people. Of course, there are the people that are like, oh yeah, I like this game, but I can't pay for it. Then I guess I'll never play for it. I'm not talking about those people. I know they exist too. I'm speaking for the ones who really want to play a game. I think we've all been there. If we really want to play a game, we will find a way to play it. And those people who really want to find a way to play it, if they can get it for free, they will. If they can't, then they would have bought it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Acknowledge every variation that's out there. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Again, I do think that is that I do think that at the end of the day, I get where you're coming from, and I do think people who are there are some people who just will not buy no matter what, and I agree with that. And I did say that. I'm just saying I think the benefits outweigh. I think the amount of people that are willing to pay outweigh the amount of people that are just like, no, I'll just never pay for this ever. And I don't think that someone not buying a game and pirating it is necessarily who's in that game, because at the end of the day, then if they were never going to buy it in the first place, they will never buy it. So it doesn't matter any way, shape, or form. And just to clarify, the study that was done, it was done by the EU. This was back in 2016 or 2018. They commissioned a report on piracy. And the study came back to show that piracy doesn't negatively impact video games. It positively impacts it. It actually boosts legitimate sales.
Can you drop
Just
that
do
link
a
in the
quick.
chat? Like, I'm genuinely like
I'm
this. I've never heard
I'm
this in my life. I'm
genuinely.
not even. Well, I'm not doubting you.
I've heard
I
it.
just
I've
want to
heard it.
learn. Like I've never heard. I
I'm
had this. I'm not a piratey girl. You know what I mean? I'm not deep in the seven seas. You know. So this is like
Shit,
It was
this
on.
genuinely like fascinating to me. Not saying
Yeah,
I've never
I'm
pirated
gonna send
anything
it
in my life,
now.
but I'm like genuinely curious. Like I want to go down
I'm
this
gonna
rabbit
send it
hole.
over right now. I'm gonna send it over right now. So let me just grab
I think
it.
as well in terms of like game preservation stuff, like if you want people to stop pirating your old stuff, just make it accessible. That's like the biggest thing that Nintendo struggles with.
That's
Is
true.
like stop pirating
Exactly.
our games, okay? Give me a way to play it.
And you know what's the funniest thing about this whole study when they did the report? When they got the report and the report showed that piracy affects gaming in a positive way, they actually hid the results of the report for quite some time. So they didn't even share it after they got the results from it. It's only after some
Like,
years then it came out. So they tried to hide it essentially. I'm not sure why their reasoning behind it, but they tried to hide that, hey, this is positive. This is not negative at all.
hey, all I'm saying is that when I understand that there are positive results out there for that. Once again, I'm specifically speaking for the people who were who just steal everything under the sun, and then they'll throw this positive statistic in your face, talking about
Like
some
that.
look, it boosted sales. So I'm in my right to just steal everything with my 100 terabyte hard drive. Leave me alone. I'm doing justice for everybody out there.
Let them.
And then they
Let
out
them.
here
Let them
with
do what they want.
thousands of dollars of stolen content, with mods of big booty versions of the characters.
What kind of sick person
Streaming
would
it
do
up-
that?
Very interesting.
Terrible.
Streaming it online for everyone to see.
Those
And
modders
I'm
need to
just
be
like, you're
banned
not.
for
I
life.
was just saying, you're not one of us, okay? You're not a
And
gamer.
the thing about it is that with a lot of these people who would have pirated or whatever have you and so forth, some of them help make your, let's say for example in your case, Riku, you profess yourself to be Falcom's finest, right?
Well,
Let's
here we
take for
go.
example
First of all, I
some
don't even use that
let's
title
take
anymore. But sure.
let's take some pirate person who has pirated
Pirate person.
a pirate person who's pirated the Trail series, and they make a YouTube channel and they start sharing all of their love for the Trail series. They may not ever buy that series because they're a pirate and that's all they live for, but they may influence quite a few people to actually go out and buy that game.
You're speaking of one scenario. I'm sure we can
Just
all come up with one scenario to prove our point. Q.
okay,
Okay,
okay. Well, I have
that's
a
all
study
I'm
backing
saying.
up my point, but it's all right. The numbers back me up. But go on.
Hey, studies have in hindsight been proven to be incorrect. Okay, so you can throw all the studies
Okay.
you want at me.
All right.
I've seen people like, oh,
Alright.
by the way, this study isn't really true anymore. Sorry, guys. If fucking 10 years later, yeah, I'm sorry.
Remember
Damn
when
sorry,
milk
not-
was good for you? Yeah, me
Mhm.
neither.
Good lord.
He needs some milk. All right. All right. So
Pirates of the Caribbean. That's hilarious because Q's from the Caribbean. That's actually hilarious, chat.
I am
Love
from the
chat.
Caribbean. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Look at you. I'm going to Caribbeans this week.
all right,
Rick's also
people.
from the Caribbean, so he's a pirate as well.
Oh dear.
So is Blake.
Okay,
Huh?
we're not one piece out this bitch. All right. All right. Let's set sail for the glaring line another time. All right.
Wild.
So I think that's all the topics. Anything else anyone want to bring up, or we gotta get to these outros? Chat, you guys got anything real quick, or we gonna be out of here? I got some more Final Fantasy to play, and then Riku, do I have to play East next, or do I have to play Trails next?
This boy's gonna
tell you,
put
what?
this
Crazy.
boy's gonna put Beyond the Horizon at the absolute bottom of his playlist until they announce Beyond the Horizon 2 and put a spoiler in the case cover art or
Go
something.
ahead and play that Proud Nordics. You've been waiting for your East 10, and you got it. Okay,
All right.
I will be right behind you.
Let me go play that.
What you mean you're right behind you? You said you were playing Persona after Expedition 33.
Yeah, see about that.
Okay, but that's insane, chat. You hear this?
East 10 Proud Nordics is calling my name.
So real quick,
He'll never understand the greatness.
so Acebreaker brought up in the chat, Pokemon wins at waves. We actually didn't talk about this. Do we want to talk
It
about this
looks
real
great.
quick, or?
Oh
That's
yeah.
all I gotta
No.
say. It looks
I could
great.
swear we spoke about it. I could swear we did.
We did? I don't
There's
remember.
new
I don't
Pokemon.
think
The
so.
Ashy looks decent for a change. Yes, more of this.
8
I was buying a
badges.
copy day one.
8 badges in Elite Four, right? We're cool with that?
I prefer not gyms, but I mean,
Ah
if they want to,
man. Ah
Hey
man.
man, I think Sun and Moon was great, even though it was basically just gyms, but they're in an area instead of a building. Yeah, Wind and Waves looks great. Skipping the Stinky Switch 1, going right to that Sexy Switch 2.
Crazy.
Nah, bro, we have left behind the Stinky Switch. We are now on the Sexy Switch 2. Hell yeah.
Did y'all play the Pokemon Champions?
Dude, I played Champions. I went crazy the first week. I have not touched it since. It was very fun.
was going
Shadow,
to, but-
download the game, bro.
Wow.
I'll fight you. Let's
I'm
go.
just out of competitive Pokemon.
You
if it
want-
was something
you
like
want
Pokemon
content?
Stadium, yes, but nah.
You want content to stream, Shadow? Me and you. Next stream, we'll do a battle on some champions.
I bet. I hold you to that. I just gotta
yeah.
get my or rent some Pokemon. I don't know.
They make it actually pretty easy to get the stuff, and I actually after like a while I decided to buy the starter pack just so I can get more box space. But aside from that, like actually getting the currency and all of that stuff is actually like surprisingly, currently, knock on wood, not super predatory.
Okay, good to know. Just gotta log on to Smogon to see what the metagame is, and
If you run Klefki, I will dox you.
Oh, Klefki. Well, who else?
Is he compatible? Competitive now?
Yeah,
Like in doubles.
Still fucking that's the thing.
I was
Like, if
keeping
you
my
play
shout
doubles.
most Pokemon are not in the game yet.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, they kind of did the same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh. It's kind of the equivalent for the most part. Like they're gonna add more Pokemon as the years go by.
I would say if you're looking at OU Pokemon, I would say a lot of the OU Pokemon are in there. Like the common ones are in there. It's just you're not getting stage 1 and stage 2 Pokemon because it's a battle sim. So you can't use like a Charmeleon if you wanted to rock a Charmeleon with like Eviolite or something weird like that.
Oh, you can't? Oh, okay.
It's only fully evolved Pokemon right now.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
Sims, so they're only going for the final stuff.
And it's also like
exactly.
items wise as well. Like there's like they have a very small selection of items currently. Like there's no choice bands or choice packs or anything. It's basically like mostly berries, like leftovers. I assume they're doing this not because small indie company, of course, but I would assume they just don't want to overwhelm newcomers with all of these options and they want to introduce them over time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and then they probably want this going on for a couple of years, so they need content for the next
Champions
year.
is going to be they're doing regionals this year. I think that's actually next month or the
month
month
really?
after. Yeah, they're doing all those on Champions now. So I think it was Bao who said that if they move the competitive regionals specifically to one app, then they don't have to make the mainline games turn-based anymore. So we'll see how that goes.
I think Pokemon is done being turn-based now.
No, don't say that. Don't you ever say that to me. Turn-based
Shadow,
for
when was the last time you when was the last time you played a Pokemon game, brother?
I did play the last ones, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did.
Did you play Legends yet?
You did not play ZA, I can tell you.
No, hell no. No.
Because I had to send you footage. I had to send you hella footage, yeah.
No, please God, no. Please God, no.
Right, you didn't even play it. ZA's gameplay is so fun.
No, we need turn-based. I need
Come
stationary.
on, it's okay. It's okay. You can come out the retirement home. It's all right.
I don't care if the future is now. I want my turn-based, okay? No.
That's what Champions is for.
Okay, I guess I gotta take that. But mainline Pokemon needs to be turn-based, okay? Don't keep that ZA bullshit to ZA, okay?
I think we're done.
No. Jesus. Got to stop this
everyone
madness.
can say what they've been playing when we wrap it up.
Oh,
yeah, I've been playing Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy what?
7 Rebirth.
Okay.
Or like 7 Reboob.
Rebirth, basically. I mean, what? Huh? Anyway.
Insane.
I was kind of playing Stellar Blade as well. Trying to finally sink my teeth into that because I did drop it, but that game is
the costume does not count as playing Stellar Blade.
But no, Stellar Blade is good. It's just really good. Like, okay, forget the goon and crap with Eve, but it's just a really well made game. Like, holy shit!
Oh, no, gameplay wise, it's really fun. I was really hoping they'd lean more into Devil May Cry Bayonetta, but it's unfortunately leaning more into like Souls. I would say it's kind of like Code Vein. If you like Code Vein, you really like Stellar Blade.
Yeah. Who else? Pelvic. What are you playing?
Visions of Mana?
No. More, I will say Overwatch.
Overwatch.
The next game I plan on playing.
Wait. Is it not Overwatch 2? It's just Overwatch?
It's just Overwatch now.
Holy crap.
Real fast.
Oh, man.
Sure did.
It's almost like they didn't have to put out Overwatch 2. You know?
I know.
Yeah,
crazy.
It's insane.
I agree. But I think the next game I'm playing is Sonic Generations Shadow. So.
Hey, let's go. That's peak. It's peak right there. Peak.
All right.
Calm down, Blake. Calm down.
I'll be in your DMs. Don't worry.
Wow. You know what? I'm way too curious. I have to ask. I have to ask a certain member of this podcast. What are you playing, Q? What have you finished?
Oh my god!
Recently, Q.
Lord.
Good Is Lord. It eFootball? I see you on eFootball.
Now here's the thing.
Don't say.
Right?
Oh god, here we go.
Here's the thing, right? You guys all know. Well, for those of you on the show, I've shared something personal with you guys.
Make it quick.
After the last HPMP, I'm a bit busy right now.
I'm a bit busy. Been busy for the last 3 months.
I've been busy. I've been busy. For the last 3 months, I've been bloody busy.
All right. You're a little bit sick too, so I guess I'll let it slide. Yeah, all right. We don't need
I
to
am
like
sick as well. I've been having to meet myself bit by bit. I'm a bit sick at the moment, but I will recover.
All right, I'll let you slide this time. We don't need your life story. All right, cool.
All right, good.
Bob, what are you playing?
I've mainly been playing a combination of Forza 6 and this RPG called Symphony of War, which is like Fire Emblem mixed with Ogre Battle or Unicorn Overlord, if you will.
Ooh, Unicorn Goat Lord?
Actually, after this podcast, I'm probably going to start up SMT1 for a replay.
Interesting. Oh, okay. All right. Riku, what are you playing?
I was playing Saros. I went ahead and platinumed that. Decent game. And I am now currently playing Expedition 33.
Expedition?
Yes, I'm on Act 3.
I think I on Act 3 or Act 2?
Were you? I didn't even think you got at Act 1.
Do we care about Expedition 3? Well, we do care about spoilers. Riku was playing
he's
it.
literally playing
Okay,
it.
he does. Okay. I can't.
Crazy. Bro did the math real quick on that.
Worry about the spoil me like crazy. What the?
What's the main character name again? I forgot his name.
Gustav,
yeah.
Gustav.
Okay, hold on. Let me ping Pelvic real quick.
I have thoughts about Gustav.
Bro, your status on Discord, bro, is crazy.
What's wrong with Gustav?
I changed.
No, we're not gonna get into this live. We're not gonna get into this live.
I changed it. Gustav is
remember, chat. Keep your eye on Riku someone. That boy hooked up right.
Okay, so I'm on Act 3. As Pelvic just informed me.
Are you still playing it?
I'm like going off and on.
So
you don't like it?
So that game is very short.
You know what? I'm like Riku when it comes to that one game that he was playing that he said he liked, but he's just playing it off and on,
treating it like the backdoor bitch.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Are you not enjoying it?
No, I do like it. I just for some reason I can never just keep with it. It's weird.
Brother, it's like 20 hours.
I was saying it's relatively short. I beat that game in I want to say like 3 days.
Okay, maybe that's just. How far am I then? If I'm on that Act 3,
if you're on Act 3, you probably only
you're like
probably like 2 or 3 sessions.
Interesting.
I mean, Act 3 is all about whatever the fuck you want to do. Yeah,
if you don't do side stuff, Act 3
can
be like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Huh. All right.
I'm just flying around, just killing stuff. And
because you're going for the platinum, so you have more stuff to do.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Interesting. Okay. All right. Is that everybody? Blake, what are you playing?
Hi. He didn't forget me this time, Chad. It feels so good. What am I playing? So yeah, I'm also playing Forza 6. Glad that came out. Forza 6 is great. It sucks that Q's not playing with us. I know Q likes Forza. But what else am I playing? I started up Sky's first chapter remake, so I'm finally cooking that up. Before that, I was platinuming Starfield, and I think it made me like the game less. Just because the PlayStation version, or should I say, I guess it is the PlayStation version, buggy as hell. And I don't mind Bethesda bugs, but what drives me insane is crashing, and I couldn't play that game for longer than like 45 minutes to an hour and 20 without it like shutting off and booting me to the home menu. So that's cool, Bethesda. But aside from that, I'm also playing Gale of Darkness on the side because they put it on NSO. And I like having a Switch game on the go. So balancing that, Forza, and then Vampire Crawlers I'll probably be playing for the rest of my life just because it's one of those games. But yeah, main thing I'm going to be focusing on knocking out is Sky first chapter remake.
All right. Oh, yeah, you never played the Sky games. Okay, that reminds me. Yeah.
Hey, don't say that too loud. Don't say that too loud.
Okay.
He's enjoying his time.
All right.
Yeah, all these familiar locations. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's a podcast, guys. It's like I said, it was a while since we had one. Appreciate you guys coming out. Appreciate the panel coming out. Love you guys. Always fun talking with everybody. Like I said before, we're gonna have podcasts regularly now until the end of the year. And if there isn't a podcast, there's about a 90% chance that I will stream instead of having a podcast. If there's not enough topics and things to talk about, if everybody's busy, and I can stream more activity. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like I don't know if I'm be good enough
It's a
for that.
JRPG. It's a JRPG.
I don't know about all that,
Look,
Chief.
look,
It's
here's the
Pokemon.
thing, Shadow. Something I learned when playing exclusively ranked on that game is that, man, I'm out of touch with what's going on right now, but that's okay because little Timmy just downloaded the game and he doesn't know what he's doing. I'm seeing freaking comps I've never seen, bro. I'm seeing Fire Fist or Fire Punch Charizard, dude. I'm seeing Ice Beam Snorlax. Dude, freaking Dragonite with Tail Whip. These people, Shadow, they don't know what's going
Tail
on.
Whip.
Tail Whip Dragonite, brother. Who's lowering defense in ranked?
Jesus.
It's crazy, dude. Like, I'm telling you, like, when you hop on that game, you're gonna feel like you shouldn't be allowed to be this good at the game.
Interesting. I might check it out. It's free, right? I'm pretty sure it's free.
It is free, yeah.
Okay.
It's on Switch and Switch 2 right now, and then I think in the
It's on
summer,
PC client? What?
They're releasing the smartphone version, which I'm sure you can play on a PC in the summer.
Okay. Okay, guys, that is a podcast. Appreciate everybody for coming out. Let's get to these outros. Bao, go ahead.
Thank y'all for coming out to another episode. We'll see y'all later.
Alrighty. Riku?
Riku's done one, the only one. People, please play some games, okay? And buy them too. How about that? Yes.
Good Lord.
Hey, bro, did you pay for Expedition 33?
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You're on Ethan's account.
Riku,
what's going on here?
I paid for.
Riku
I
mooches
paid
off someone else.
I paid for Expedition
Crazy.
33 for someone else as a gift.
Huh?
Okay,
Interesting.
so technically, I did pay for it.
So Riku, here's the question:
I gift a lot of games,
Why
okay?
wouldn't you, Riku? Why wouldn't you buy a copy for yourself and a copy for that other person? Because that's the only way the developer makes money. So when you only buy a copy for them and then you use someone else's copy, you're technically stealing from them, Riku.
Stealing,
Look, I
it's
buy-
borrowing. Let's whoa.
That-
Okay,
that's first
stealing's
of all,
a strong
first of all,
term.
that is borrowing.
Stealing's a
Secondly,
strong term. Okay.
I'm using some heavy Riku logic. Yeah, look. You know what?
Sounds like
They
girl
could have
math to
made
me.
money from you. Riku,
one
and you
copy,
didn't.
one copy has been bought
Hey.
by me. One version of the game has been played by me. Okay.
One person
Listen,
did not buy a copy.
But okay, to be fair, people borrowed. Borrowing is not a new concept. All right,
Insane.
Oh,
come on,
you have to understand.
man.
You have to
understand.
understand.
The
I'm not-
copy of the
Come on,
version
bro.
that I'm
fine
playing
with it.
has been paid for.
That's
All right,
crazy.
let's play it this
yeah.
way. Riku pirates with extra steps.
Riku, the
Yeah, all right,
pirated
now,
version,
words have no
the
meaning.
pirated
Words have
version
no meaning.
of
That's
the
crazy.
game that gets downloaded was bought by somebody.
That's true.
Look,
Mm.
I pay. How many versions of Cold Steel one did I buy? Okay.
What does it got to do with the French
Oh.
company?
Okay, yeah,
Expedition
now,
33?
okay, now you lost me, Riku. You can't be doing that.
What do you mean?
Riku didn't. You brought up like how many copies did I buy of Trails of or whatever? I'm like, okay, that's like so left field. Like, what the? That doesn't even
I
matter.
bought 20 apples. That means I can steal this chicken.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you just did. That's 100% what you did.
It's all
Crazy.
food. It's all food.
it's
I'm
cra-
supporting
alright.
the gaming industry. Okay.
This is crazy.
You
Now,
support
alright,
Falcon. That's who he
That's
supports.
now we're just getting that's
Yeah.
crazy. You
Yep.
lost me. I was with you, Riku. I was, and then you lost me.
Bao was right. Piracy with extra steps. Yep.
Yeah, I guess. All right.
With extra steps.
Look, I don't care what any of you guys say. I support the gaming industry.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Oh man.
I'll do it alone if I have to. Shame me all you want.
That's wild. He's really buying
Yeah,
into it.
that was pretty wild.
All right, guys. We are out of here. We'll be back with more content on the channel indefinitely.
Wait, did
now.
you forget my outro?
You don't get an
I didn't-
outro.
I didn't
Right?
do
You
an
gotta play
intro.
games.
Yeah,
Right? I'm tired of you. Right?
I
Play some
didn't even do an
games.
intro, and I
Nah.
didn't even get my outro.
You don't get
Now,
an
let
intro
me
'cause you
take my
came in
outro
late.
and just-
All right, Pel
Let
didn't
me
even
take
It's
get
okay.
an
I didn't get
outro.
one either. It's
Yeah,
okay. I didn't get one
yeah,
either.
yeah.
I know, pal. I know,
Insane.
pal.
That's crazy.
It's because you guys were too
Yeah.
late.
Yeah, too late. Yeah, you don't get it.
This is
Shut
usually
up,
this is usually a
whatever.
Blake thing.
Yeah.
Blake's usually the one that gets forgotten. And
You know
now
what?
it's us.
I was hoping that
It's
nobody
acceptable.
would mention that, and I hate you for saying that.
Well, that's too bad because the stream just ended. Ha ha. No outro for you, sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Evil.
Petty shadow in this
He's
bitch. Let's go.
wild.
Yeah.
Why?
That was the villain.
What did we do?
No, I'm talking about Q. Not you, Velvet. You're cool
straight
people.
up skipped me.
Oh,
What the
man.
I didn't skip you. That's
Wow.
Yes, you did for the outro. You sure did.
Oh, okay, I lied.
Yeah,
the,
you
the
said what
stream, the
game
stream
she was
isn't
playing.
over.
You didn't give her
Go
outro.
ahead, Pelvin, with your outro.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we
He
still alive.
We're still
He's
alive.
still alive. We're still alive.
Bloody
He
hell.
lied. Get the outro in. Lady
Get
Puppy, you up before.
Go ahead, Lady
Okay,
Public.
well, thank you for having me. It was nice to be on a podcast. Nice that the podcast has returned. It was nice chatting with everyone. Interesting stuff. I actually learned a lot this podcast. So that's great. I hope we all can leave this podcast today knowing that Chie is best girl, and I wish you guys a good night.
I can agree with that. Yukiko and Chie.
I can't.
Yeah,
No,
I can agree with that.
no. I specifically said Chie.
No. You had to add Yukiko there. That's cool. That's fine.
Nope.
You're a good person, pal. I like you.
Crazy.
All right.
Backhanded compliment.
Good lord.
All right, guys. We're out of here. We don't